Let's go. We're in the building, baby. Ooh, that was crazy. Travel, man. Let's go. You was in the air for like 20 minutes. You saw that vertical? You saw that dude's vertical? That's what I'm talking about. Bucket, bucket.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust for clean even mom approves of.
That reach.
Making hard to reach
So easy.
Swiffer. Wow. The mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Experience the movie everyone's talking about, only in theaters.
This is a conclave, not a war.
It is a war.
Conclave is a flawless thriller. 4 stars. Conclave is hands down the best picture of the year.
Be careful, Thomas.
Conclave, rated PG. Now playing only in theaters.
Why are you texting me?
Who even talks anymore?
Oh, yeah? Who even parks anymore?
What?
Reverse! Reverse!
He does.
Come on! Boomer! Sooner! Please?
Should we help him?
Nah. Just a little nibble? Come on. Reverse!
Thanks for watching the Nissan pregame drive. Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy.
Welcome back to ESPN College Football Prime Time, presented by Twisted Tea. Here in Conway, South Carolina, not too far from Myrtle Beach. Coastal has won the toss. They've elected to receive. 8 p.m. kick here tonight gave the fine folks of Conway just a little bit more time to have some fun as we are underway. Cash McVay to kick. Christian Washington situated at his 1. And Washington finds a crease to the outside, and he gets it by the 25 line of demarcation to Ethan Johnson down to 30 as we check in with Harry Lyles.
Yeah, Matt, these two teams do not like each other. When we spoke with head coach Tim Beck, he said there is no love lost between these two teams. When we spoke with defensive back Matthew McDoom, he said that they won't even use the team's name. He said they call them that team in Boone. And he said every time we play them, we want to whoop them. When I spoke with quarterback Joey Aguilar from App State, he played it down a little bit. He said, look, all the games are the same to us. I'm not going to say it's much of a rivalry. I just want to go out there and win. That's all I got to say. We'll see how it goes for them tonight.
Harry early on gets the award for censoring exactly what they said when they... So Braden Bennett starts in the backfield. Ethan Basco, the starting quarterback. A screen look, first play of the game, and it's set up perfectly by Coastal. And what a gain for the Chanticleers to get the fun started. That was Bennett out of the backfield. He's their big running back, but you saw his ability to catch it as well.
Absolutely. And it's a great call. You get all this emotion in the rivalry game. That defensive line, they're going to be coming hard on that first play of the game. What do? Let them rush into the quarterback? Nice little screen over the top. Great call by Coach Beck to start this game off and taking advantage of the emotions of the game.
Tim Beck made some adjustments to his staff. He now calls the ball plays for Coastal. An offensive coordinator by trade. We'll get into his stories. Vasco slips, but he gets it out to Bryson Graves. And Coastal remains ahead of the chains on first down. Brought down by McCantos and Favors.
And Vasco's had a pretty good year so far, Matt. And when you look at how he started for them, in those first 5 games, he came out hot, was doing well, leading them to the victories. His struggles have led to the team struggles in the 3 losses. They're a team that they're going to go as the QB goes.
4th nationally in yards per completion. They'll hit you with a big play here at Coastal. You saw it in the first one. That's Braden Bennett on the end around. And a good start so far for this Coastal offense. Brendan Harrington, the leader of the App State defense, brings him down after 4 as we take a look at our impact players built by the Home Depot.
And this week's impact players, we're going in the perimeter. We're going with the wide receivers. It's Jamison Tucker for Coastal Carolina. He's got a catch in 11 straight games. And Caden Robinson, when App State has the ball, he leads the Sun Belt in yards per catch. 10 touchdown receptions last year, only 1 this year. They got to get him in the end zone, but he's an explosive player down the field.
Both of these teams have star receivers. 3rd and 2 for Coastal. Vasco brings this element to the game, hits it right off the right tackle, and he'll get the first down. In fact, Tim Beck said earlier in the season, we had their game against JMU. The one thing he likes about Vasco, they can bring in a running look, they can bring in an option look, because he believes their quarterback can do that.
And he has good size, 6'3", 220. I mean, he's a well-built guy, and he has the athleticism. I always say this, you don't have to be the most dynamic athlete at quarterback. You just have to be a willing runner to be able to drop your pads and get the tough yards.
A lot of motion early on for Coastal. Pressure coming. Vasco, good job. Wide open receiver, and that's Christian Washington. How about Vasco? Sense the pressure off his back feet. Backside, 24 yards to Washington.
And Matt, the shifts and motions of unbalancing the receivers from one side to the other off the play action fake. You see all the guys releasing, but what a job by Washington for a running back to be able to adjust, track that ball, turn his body to the ball, and make the one-handed catch.
How about both running backs responsible for plays over 20 yards on this opening possession as Coastal goes 2 tight ends. That's Washington up the middle. You know, one of the things about the App State defense, admittedly struggling on the year, last in scoring defense in the Sun Belt at just over 34 points a game. But last week against ODU had 498 yards total offense, but they held it to 2 field goals inside the red zone, and that was the difference in getting the win.
Absolutely, a little bend but don't break mentality. They had some injuries earlier in the season on the D-line and linebacker position, and so you take that mentality. We'll give you yards up and down the field, but don't give up points. Hold them to a field goal attempt in the red zone. Or a penalty. And we've seen this week after week. These are drive killers, Matt.
False start, 51, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
All right, that's Heston Edwards, normally playing the center position because of injuries. They got him over at left guard. Thomas Johnson starting at center tonight for the Chanticleers.
Yeah, and the bend but don't break mentality. Here's how it works. You sit there, we're not going to give up an easy touchdown, make you earn it down the field. And all of a sudden, there's a little flinch, a mistake by the offense. Now you're 2nd and goal from the 12.
Both Washington and Bennett in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Vasco to Keith, there's that option look. The pitch outside to Bennett. Bennett cuts, Bennett scores.
He goes into the end zone and back. He goes touchdown.
I mean, if you're Tim Beck calling ball plays, you love 7 plays, 68 yards in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, Coach, to get up 6-0.
Well, great job mixing up the play calls. Then comes to the triple option. And you just see, right, the pull read from the D tackle, the DN plays the quarterback. You pitch the ball to Bennett. He brought his tight end around from the far side to be a lead blocker. They don't have enough players in the support system, and Bennett is able to run through arm tackles into the end zone.
Bennett missed a couple of games early on in the season, but the healthier he's gotten, the better he is for the Chanticleers. Down the field, pitch it to your leader. Hard run for Bennett. We got 7-0 here in Conway.
Hi, you might know me from my other job, but I'm a business owner too. Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. Love it. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. Sweet, right? And when we travel, we get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. I could get used to this. The Capital One Venture X business card. What's in your wallet?
While you were away, there were some developments. Fortunately, DoorDash can quickly come to your rescue. Your door to more. DoorDash.
When you finally agree on a festive movie. When friends turn up unannounced. When your festive baking is just too good. M&M's for all fun kind.
So it's going to come
this.
10. They do it.
Oh, no, they missed it! Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Ow, what a hit. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, the cost to cover that might tank your season. So get Allstate, save money on auto insurance, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
At Papa John's, the Shakaroni is back. It's our extra biggie, ultra foldy, super pepperoni pizza. The biggest of the big, with more cheese, more pepperoni, and more Shack. Get the Shakaroni for $12.99. Only at Papa John's. Order now to earn rewards. Yeah.
Monday Night Football in Hollywood? It's giving glamorous. Stafford and Tua? A-list leading men. Stars so bright? I got the... No, I can't see a thing.
You're watching Veterans Week coverage on ESPN, brought to you by USAA.
When we talk about triple option in games, the quarterback has 3 different options. Hand the ball off, pitch it, or keep it. Here's his read key to hand the ball off. Here's his pitch key. Now they're going to bring an extra blocker to block the safety and the perimeter around on the triple option. And as you'll see, the read key steps down, the pitch key steps to the quarterback, he pitches the ball. That is triple option. There's 3 different things that can happen on the play. Old school, maybe used to see it in the wishbone if you're watching with your granddad in the room, but right now they're just running the same triple option plays from the shotgun.
Yeah, to anything they called on that drive worked. 7 plays, 68 yards as we bring out Joey Aguilar, the quarterback of Appalachian State. 4 touchdowns a week ago against ODU. And he's had a really, really good season. 18 touchdowns. He's turned the ball over a little bit, but he's had a really, really good start to his career at App State, including last year.
Yeah, he's came in as the preseason Offensive Player of the Year for the Sun Belt. And as you said, Matt, he put up huge numbers with 33 TD passes a year ago. 10 interceptions has hurt them and hurt this team. But over the last couple weeks, this 2-game win streak, he's really settled down and gotten back to the player we expect to see.
Amani Marshall in the backfield, and Aguilar's going to keep it. How about that? A fake to Marshall, and Aguilar bangs it up the middle for a gain of 12, brought down by Tobias Fletcher. Now, if you watch App State football, you know their head coach, Sean Clark's an offensive lineman by trade. The running game over the past 4 games, up to over 174 yards a game. First 130. He believes that the difference in getting aggressive down on the ground again is what's led to this 2-game winning streak.
And running game's the key right there. And the ability, as you saw with Aguilar, running, that was a double option, just reading a defensive end. He went to the back. Aguilar keeps it, runs down the field.
Now Aguilar is going to fake, roll back to his right. How about this? 2 runs in a row for number 4, the quarterback. 2 first downs in a row for Aguilar. That was Bruce and Fletcher that knocked him out after 16.
And that's going to make Coach Clark happy, the decisive decision-making. They're running a naked pass. So Aguilar's going to roll out to the right, looking to throw. No one has him. All 3 receivers were covered on the outside, but not any hesitation. Aguilar tucked it, ran. No one knew that they were covering the receivers. No one had him, and gains another first down.
Coming into tonight, 41 rushes and 159 yards on the season. It's not that he doesn't run, but it's not his first choice. The running game continues. That's Marshall up the middle. Marshall, last week, 120 yards against ODU. And you look at App State coming in, a different leading rusher in the last 5 games. So they're riding the hot hand, and whoever they feel can get them aggressive yards on the ground, they'll go with.
Yeah, and it's a combination of some guys being banged up, some injuries back and forth, but also, as you said, it's their hot hand. They have some guys they've rotated the backs through. Marshall's been the guy that's been hot recently, the healthy guy, and they're going to try to feed him. They need to run the ball. This Coastal defense has given up a lot of rush yards on the season.
So 2nd and 7. Again, they run it up the middle, and again, a good gain from Marshall, brought down by Gavin Ransall.
The handoff goes
And a gain of 6. What in the name of college football do we have here tonight? Running game, option. You know what, vintage?
Well, it's going to play to the strengths. You know, we've seen Coastal and Coach Beck's offense mixing it up with the screens and triple option. This zone read option of App State with just the 2-man game. Both teams are going to play to their strengths. You see them going with the unbalanced overloads into the short side. Coastal did this as well on their first drive.
Yeah, the 2 tight end set. Be shocked if they didn't go that way. They do. Marshall bangs it right up the gut. Bruce, the captain, brings him down, but not after a first down for App State.
And Matt, once you establish the run like this, and you've done it in the middle, you've done it with the option game, eyes start getting on the quarterbacks. You got to defend the running back and the quarterback to keep it. And especially after a couple first downs, this is where you look that you're going to get those one-on-one opportunities to take a shot down the field.
To the leading receiver in the Sun Belt, Caden Robinson. You always know he's out there hanging out. So really a good start for both teams on the ground and offensively.
And they have Caden Robinson one-on-one in the slot.
Play fake Aguilar. Looking to go downfield. What a grab. What a play by Mekhi Jackson for 31. Matthew McDoom on the coverage, but that was perfectly placed by Aguilar.
Absolutely, and off the play action. We said they could take a shot, and you see a lot of attention goes to Caden Robinson. He cleared out, and they brought Mekhi Jackson across the field from the boundary all the way to the wide side, and that into that cleared out area that Caden Robinson did, and great throw by Aguilar, dropping that over the top.
So what a response out of Appalachian State. The big play there now has them goal to go. First and goal, ball at the Chanticleer's 4. Heavy personnel. Marshall in the backfield. Aguilar fake. Pressure was there. Ball is out. Coastal scoops. And on the field, they have ruled it a fumble. That was Najon Barber that came up with it.
And Matt, turnovers have plagued App State this year.
Look at a turnover cloak.
They're rocking.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they had another look. Again, in college football, hand has to be going forward for the quarterback.
Well, it looks like that ball came out early. It's always tough when you're going to run the naked pass, as we saw right there. Joey Aguilar going into the boundary. He's got to flip his whole body around to get that ball off. Ball gets knocked out before he can throw it away with pressure in his face.
We're surprising Twisted Tea superfans with a Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol to kick off your game day. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Money is tight, so we must make sacrifices. I give up my bespoke shaving subscription.
And I'll stop ordering everything that's trending on Instagram.
And I will no longer agree to the add-ons at the oil change place just because the mechanic called me ma'am.
It really is a top-of-the-line filter, ma'am.
And of course, we'll downgrade our insurance to get a lower rate.
Well, you know you don't have to make sacrifices now that you're saving money with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle.
You couldn't have said that like 6 seconds ago?
No peeking.
Okay.
Open.
Over 600,000 USPS employees working in sync to ensure everything sent on its holiday ride ends with a moment of joy. The United States Postal Service.
Man, that sandwich looks lonely, and that's sad. So let Jimmy John's fix that by adding free chips and a free drink. Turn an 8-inch sandwich or wrap into a combo for free after 2 p.m. Only at Jimmy John's.
Type 2 diabetes? Discover the Ozempic Trizone.
got the power of 3. I lowered my A1C, CV risk, and lost some weight.
In studies, the majority of people reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
I'm under 7.
Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as stroke, heart attack, or death in adults also with known heart disease.
I'm lowering my risk.
Adults lost up to 14 pounds.
I lost some weight.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Living with type 2 diabetes?
That's about the power of 3 with Ozempic.
ESPN Thursday Night College Football is presented by the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Please drink responsibly.
You know, these games, bitter rivals, Sun Belt East typically on the line. So are close games. You see Grayson McCall. We talked to him pregame. He's here supporting his old team. Clearly a fumble on the play. So Coastal Carolina typically scoops and scores, but this one they just recovered. They got a good possession for the ball starting at 32.
Well, they almost had their 4th scoop and score on the year right there. Ball just bounced, but Clev Levin, great job getting up the field on his responsibility to create the turnover.
And Christian Washington, they've been running that 2-back set tonight with Braden Bennett. Option look from Vasco, gain of 5 for Washington, brought down by Santana Hopper. Defensive struggles early in the season. Appalachian State's been playing a little bit more nickel. See if that helps them tonight. Bennett still in the backfield, 2nd and 5.
See the look over to the side. Coach Beck's going to change the play call up.
Vasco run all the way. Vasco success all the way, and that'll be a first down shot that clears. Jason Chambers on the tackle after 7.
When you see that, Matt, you see guys look over to the sidelines. They're looking and they're saying, hey, we have a numbers advantage over here to the sideline. You see it all pinned inside, back leading around, and Vasco able to get to the edge. That's them stopping the play call and changing it before the snap from the sideline.
He's a big kid, 6'3", 220 pounds. So he's able to run the ball at a good clip. This time he'll play fake it on first down. Here comes the flag. Vasco gonna take this out of bounds, but it's almost a certainty of what this one will be.
A penalty marker is
penalty
down at the 37.
Holding, offense number 51. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Ted Pitts, our referee. Tonight, Heston Edwards got for holding.
Gets caught up here in a little twist game. You see that the D tackle penetrates through and the DN's going to loop around to the inside. Call that a TE game. But through that penetration, he gets taken down.
Penalties a problem for Coastal this year. 12th in the Sun Belt in penalties per game. App State on the other side, 13th. So 1st and 20 after the penalty. The play clock was getting down, and Coach Beck decides to use one of 3 timeouts in the first half to stop before the play gets started.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
So Tim Beck in our meetings, again, made a change to his coaching staff a couple of weeks ago, has assumed the play calling duties. That's what he's done by trade. He's been the OC at Nebraska, Ohio State, Texas, NC State. So calling plays isn't foreign to him, Coach, but calling plays as the head coach.
That's a little bit new. And so as a play caller, there's so many certain things you need to do during the week to prep yourself for the game and get into the right mindset to call plays. We were talking about this. And the tricky one now for him is adjusting to getting all that done, the work he needs to get done to prep as the play caller on top of his head coaching duties. I did it. A lot of coaches do it. It's not the hardest thing, but it's hard to transition mid-season into changing your routine into doing that.
Because you would imagine, too, philosophy of offense is completely different under Beck than it was their offensive coordinator.
He's involved. As he said, it's the offensive coordinator. They're running the offensive scheme. He's coming in and he's adjusting to get these play calls in that he's comfortable with.
Another designed run for Vasco, and I tell you what, anytime he's put the ball down, he's gotten good yards, but he gets smacked there by Zaire Gamble after 4.
You see how big a game it is. You're going to run the car. You're going to pull out all the stops. This is a rivalry game. This is a real big swing game for both these teams in season, and they're going to let it all go tonight.
Yeah, when you both come in 4-4, there's a big difference between that one game over 500 and that one game under 500 with just a few weeks left in the season.
And claiming the rivalry game, as these are two of the top Sun Belt teams. Over the last 10 years, these two teams have hung at the top of the conference.
So empty backfield now for Vasco. Picked up 4, looks right, throws right, quick shot. Gets back some of the yardage. That's Cameron Wright. The gain of 6 brought down by the true freshman Nick Taylor.
Yeah, and what they've done, little quick throws, the QB draw quick throws. You took the situation where the holding penalty put you behind the chains. Get it to 3rd and 10. You'd like it to be a little bit shorter, but 3rd and 10, you're back into your play sheet of what you have on 3rd down calls.
Vasco yet to throw an interception, incompletion rather, 5 of 5 on the night. Gets out of the pocket, has a receiver break coverage, what a play, Cam Wright. Still has not thrown an incompletion. Taylor brings him down, and that was a gain of 19, and that was a good job by the quarterback keeping the play alive.
And the quarterback keeps alive, but a great job by Cam Wright. He was running a sticks route, so he was stopped at the sticks to go catch the ball. And as soon as Vasco started scrambling, he took off vertically down the field, runs by the DB, and a great job by Vasco to put the ball on.
Got an Appalachian State player, Thomas Davis. He's the injured App State player. So while they take a look at him, we'll step aside. Coastal on the move. We'll be right back.
Suns, Mavs, Sixers, Lakers on ESPN.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. Check it out.
The old Fumble-Rooski.
Or you can bundle home and auto and save money. The old Bundle-Rooski.
Ooh, that's a better play.
Plus, it's more fun to say. Bundle-Rooski.
Yeah.
Bundle-Rooski, Bundle-Rooski, Bundle-Rooski. Bundle-Rooski-doo. Try it.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan.
He can, though.
Well, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Full-time fans, you give the season everything you've got, and I've got my eyes on you. I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm rewarding the most passionate fans. Because that kind of dedication deserves a Modelo.
As your host, I have some rules. 2 flush maximum per bathroom visit. No games, no fun. There's a great barbecue outside, but don't touch that.
Meanwhile, at a Vrbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one that's all yours.
All my favorites for just $7 each? That's crazy. Or am I crazy?
Seeing sevens? It's a sign to order from Pizza Hut's $7 deal lovers menu.
I'm Jordan, and these are my breasts. We've been through some big changes. Divorce, a new city, and a new grandson. Just as I was starting my next chapter, metastatic breast cancer. That's when I learned about Kisqali, a pill that stops cancer from growing and can help me live longer. Since then, I drove cross-country, finished a degree, and met Mr. Right now.
Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant, or breastfeeding.
I'm more than just breast cancer, and I have a lot more to go.
So a good sign, Thomas Davis able to leave the field. You see him over there on the bike. But a big conversion there, 3rd and 10 for the Chanticleers. Good quarterbacking by Ethan Vasco.
Absolutely good quarterback. And we talk about, you hear the word scramble drill. So he's scrambling. So Cam Wright was running a short route. If you're running a short or a stop route, you go deep on the scramble drill. When the quarterback rolls to you, that's exactly what he does. Gets behind the DB. Great throw by Vasco.
Give to Bennett. Bennett's got a crease. Bennett is going to score. A turnover leads to a touchdown, 37 untouched for Braden Bennett, and his 2nd touchdown of the night.
There's another triple option run, Matt. A great read by Vasco. As the read key ran up the field to him, and you hand the ball off.
Well, you made that sound simple.
Simple, it's option principles.
I got to tell you, short weeks for both of these teams, but right now the Chanticleers are coming out of their short week firing on all cylinders.
Well, as you see, that when you go to triple option concepts, someone is responsible to tackle the back, someone has the quarterback, someone the pitch, and it's the quarterback's responsibility to read those guys and make the right decision. As you saw right there, they ran a triple option look. The defensive end responsible for the back came up the field. Vasco hands it off. No one has the running back.
So when you say option concepts, is this option-based tonight for them, or are they sprinkling it in?
No, they're looking very option-based on this run game. Their run game has been very option-based. Now, they're showing different looks of it, different motions, different ways to get 2 backs into the backfield. A lot of times it's a receiver coming in motion to create the second running back. But most of their runs tonight have been option-based runs.
Now 45 points off turnovers on the season for Coastal. Mekhi Jackson at the 2. Past the 15, not much more than that. Good special teams by Coastal as we take a look at tonight's game flow, brought to you by Progressive.
And it's been the option football game on the first touchdown. A little triple option. Vasco does a nice job reading it, pulls the ball, pitches it on the perimeter. Defensive turnover. Now, turnovers just plagued Appalachian State all year long in their losses. They don't want to do it after the drive, but another triple option run. This time it's to the dive back. And as we talk about the triple option, as we said, Matt, a lot of times people think triple option, you're in the wishbone, you're running the Navy and the
Sure.
Army wishbone concepts. It's the same concept. You're just doing it from the shotgun. There's a dive key. The quarterback can keep it or he can pitch it.
Now the Mountaineers were driving on their first possession until they got caught with the turnover. There's another big run of Monty Marshall. How about the running backs tonight? And as I said, App State success on their first possession until the turnover. Marshall gets a big one for 27, brought down by Zamarian Gordon.
Yeah, and we talked option football on one side. This is straight outside zone on the other. When talking to the Coastal coaches, they said, hey, if we don't stop the outside zone, we're in trouble. And you just see it. We called the back's going to stretch the ball outside, look for a hole, put his foot in the ground, plant, and get vertical. And that's what Marshall did.
And no give to Marshall again, this time off the left side. You know, and Frank Ponce was fun to talk to this week because he's like, you're going to see outside zone.
Yeah.
Inside, we're going to, well, it's who we are.
Inside zone, outside zone.
It's it. We're not hiding anything. That's what we're going to do. And so far, they've done it tonight at a good clip, minus that turnover, moving the ball again here, 2nd and 6. Marshall and their stable of backs. Kanye Roberts is hurt. Anderson Castle in the game now. He missed a game, a lower body injury, but he's available tonight. Kid right from Boone, North Carolina.
Grew up coming to games.
And there's Castle. And a good job by Coastal. led by Najon Barber.
That's really the first time that this Coastal defense has stopped them besides the turnover on the first drive, and had to put now Aguilar into a situation where now you're on a third down. He's got to make something happen.
Again, you saw the catch by Mekhi Jackson on the first drive. Caden Robinson's a really good player. Dalton Stroman, a good player. App State will get you with weapons.
Yeah, they do. They stayed in a two tight end look, though, which is interesting, to try to make you defend the run or keep your run defense on the field.
Aguilar. Over the middle. Did he pick that off? He did. Interception. Second turnover of the night. Courtney Eubanks.
In App State, they run a little pick rub route. You see all the receivers crossing in the middle. They stayed with the two tight ends, maybe expecting man-to-man coverage. Coastal came out in zone coverage, and Aguilar puts that ball behind Mekhi Jackson. And there is nothing scarier as a coach or a quarterback or anybody throwing the football to see that ball being tipped around the middle of the field, because there's a lot of bad defensive guys looking to go get it.
Clean pick. You got to take a look at that surf turf a couple times to make sure that the ball didn't hit the ground. It did not, and now 2 turnovers on the night. 17 on the season. And again, another successful drive stymied by turning the ball over.
Well, and that's what's, like, you see Sean Clark, the frustration that he's had. He said, we've played good football this year. Its turnovers have just killed us. 50 points on the game coming off of turnovers coming into the game, and another 7 already tonight off of a turnover.
You saw that 122nd in FBS. So 1st and 10 shots. Ball just on the 49-yard line. Option look again. Pitch outside to Braden Bennett. There is no bones about what Coastal's doing tonight. It is Vasco Bennett ground game successfully for 16.
And it's the mix-up when you get in the shotgun. It's the mix-up of who's the dive back and who's the pitch back. And when you have the pistol formation with the offset back, either one could do it, and that's what's causing the confusion for the App State defense right now.
You know, that was Braden Bennett's first carry on the ground without scoring a touchdown. What's wrong with him? Likely the last play of the first quarter. Vasco looks downfield, has a man wide open. Kane Barong was stepping into the end zone on that one. That's how it ends in the first quarter. Can we give the surf turf a tackle?
We're given to, but the triple option game again, they fake the option, fake the pitch, and the tight end, Barong, goes across the field. And he's going to have to answer some questions in the film meeting room on that one.
Keep your feet, big fella.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, that's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
Or they don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
On a reflective Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Dad, do you ever feel like college football is being changed by all this corporate money flooding into the sport?
I'm sorry I missed that. I was just grabbing a delicious ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
I just feel like the brands are taking over.
Dr. Pepper's strawberries and cream for my 2 thirsty boys.
You see what I mean?
You're overreacting, pal.
Aflac! That's the Aflac duck.
It's a normal duck.
He's waving a branded flag. Aflac!
It's a pennant.
My whole life is a commercial!
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Store closes in 5. We just need to grab a few more gifts.
Jackpot. That's the one.
Yes! Okay, let's go.
JJ1. Hey, I made my family disappear.
You're not, TJ.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Sorry, guys. I'm just sitting there having the best night of my life. Oh, what's this?
It's a beaut, Jade. It's a beaut.
Come on, Mom. Come here we are. Sir.
Coach Gecko!
Coach G.
Laura, Dan, I didn't realize the media would be here.
No, this isn't for work. We're just really big fans.
And we're scouting for our fantasy insurance teams.
Geico has all the top prospects, a 97% satisfaction rating. That's unreal.
Oh my gosh, it's true. True! Smells like insurance.
Suppose Geico does have devoted fans. It's not weird.
Jade, sign my arm.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
She only signs claims checks.
We want you to start every day with the charge you need. So we're giving you this home charger and covering the cost of standard installation. The Ford Power Promise. Electric vehicle confidence from day one.
No flex, zone. No flex, zone. They know better. They know better.
Get the boneless meal deal only at Wingstop.
UFC 309. Buy it on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Coach, down 14-0, a couple of turnovers here. How do you guys get back into this game to end strong in the first half?
Yeah, we got to stop on defense. We can't get them stopped around on defense. And on offense, we can't turn the football over. We're driving the football down the field. We kill ourselves. So we got to stop right here, down and score, and make this thing a game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Want to use your meal exchange?
Harry, Coach, thank you. It really does have to be a nightmare for Sean Clark. He's hit on turnovers every time we've spoken with him, and that's how they've gotten it started here tonight. But there's a good stop by the defense, and the defense needs to come up, and they do at least on that play. A host of Mountaineers led by Sean Collins and Nate Johnson and a loss of 5.
When you call that, you call it sudden change defense. When the defense has to come on the field, has turnover, you talk about it. You got to step on the field and draw a line in the sand and stop them. They haven't been able to do it. Giving up 50 points off of turnovers coming in, and they've already given up 7 tonight. They need to stop your hold. They need to hold Coastal to a field goal attempt.
Washington now in the backfield. And again, App State right there up the middle, led by Thomas Davis. Good to see him back in the game after coming off with an injury and a gain of 2. And to your point, if you're Clark or you're App State, it's like, guys, we're moving the ball. We're getting 7.5, 8 yards of play.
Absolutely,
offensively.
yeah.
We can score. Let's just.
And you're on a short week playing a lot. You've seen all the triple option looks. A lot of times you play those teams, you got to settle into the game a little bit, get used to the speed of the options and the reads to fit your assignments, and then you catch up defensively. And if they can create the stop here, hold them to a field goal, then just execute. Just don't turn them over on offense. They've been explosive.
So 3rd and goal. Vasco, end zone, incomplete. Intended for Cameron Wright. Jason Chambers on the coverage at the first incomplete pass tonight for Vasco. And if you're App State, you hold them to a field goal and you're thinking that's a win.
Absolutely. And Cameron Wright, the big 6'4" receiver, let him get away with some physicality right there. Got to be a little bit careful there. You see Chambers getting that backside arm around him. He didn't need it. Keep the hand into the chest right there. Don't wrap it around his outside. You get a chance at a penalty if you do that.
29-yard
let him
attempt.
play.
29-yard attempt for Cade Hensley. Kick on the way. It is good. So 10 points off turnovers tonight for the shot to clears, but App State holds it to a field goal. They'll get the ball when we return.
Get your holidays delivered at the speed you need, only from the Home Depot.
Wendy's took their nugs to a whole new level with sauce. Seems like everyone's trying to get their fingers on them. Stop that! When you gotta bring the sauce on game day, gotta be Wendy's.
It's the most wonderful time with the kids jingle. Be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful.
Whether your phone's broken or old, we've got you. With Verizon, anyone can trade in any phone, any condition. And get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. And iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all three on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
Hello? The SEC on ABC. A high-stakes triple header Saturday. At noon, Florida challenges Texas. Then at 3:30, Georgia battles Ole Miss. And in primetime, Alabama and LSU collide. All day Saturday on ABC.
I'm Jordan, and these are my breasts. We've been through some big changes. Divorce, a new city, and a new grandson. Just as I was starting my next chapter, metastatic breast cancer. That's when I learned about Kisqali, a pill that stops cancer from growing and can help me live longer. Since then, I drove cross-country, finished a degree, and met Mr. Right. Now,
Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant, or breastfeeding.
I'm more than just breast cancer, and I have a lot more to go.
Kickoff Week 10 NFL Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern. The Countdown crew gets you ready, breaking stories, injury updates, and more. And then L.A. is the Monday Night Football destination. Tua and the Dolphins take on Matthew Stafford and the Rams. SoFi Stadium, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes. How about the Rams, by the way? NFC West. Cardinals lead the division at 5-4. They're right in there at 4-4. So are the Niners. They get Christian McCaffrey back. And a fair catch there. You know, we were talking a moment ago about the adversity that App State facing on the field, but that's nothing compared to what they had to deal with in that area of North Carolina when Hurricane Helene wreaked havoc, causing floods, mudslides, people out of their homes, displaced, losing their lives. The team had to come together to rally the community. Classes were canceled on September 28th. The students didn't return until October 16th. And obviously our thoughts and prayers with everyone in that region of the country that dealt with the devastating floods. And you can help people affected by Hurricanes Milton and Helene by donating to redcross.org/ESPN. But Sean Clark was honest with us as Marshall takes the ball off the left side. He says, you know what? You learn a lot about a team and you learn a lot about a community when you face real life adversity, as we check in with Harry.
Yeah, Matt, the team would actually, when they had no school, would volunteer in the morning with Samaritan's Purse, a local organization in town. Then they'd come back in the afternoon and play football. Joey Aguilar told me going through something like that showed him just how tight-knit the community is and made him and the team grateful for the things that they do have.
Yeah, you really don't know what adversity is all about until it comes unexpectedly, and certainly we're hopeful everyone's okay as Aguilar takes a shot, hangs that one up there. What a catch! Oh my, Mackay. Mackay Jackson for 39.
And Aguilar does a great job off the play action. They pick up the rush. There's a guy coming right in his face, but he puts air on it to allow Mackay Jackson to have an opportunity. His big receiver, instead of just launching it out of, as an incomplete pass, he threw it and gave him an opportunity to make the catch. And his receiver rewards him.
Yeah, he takes a hit, Aguilar takes a hit, and then he gets popped by Tobias Fletcher. Did Mackay Jackson. That was just good football. And again, to our point earlier, is Marshall running on a mission with 9 again. App State's moved the ball all 3 possessions. They've got 2 turnovers.
Yeah. Coastal hasn't stopped them yet. They've stopped themselves with the fumble by Aguilar on the naked pass, and then the tipped ball on the pass behind Jackson over the middle. But that's all that slowed them down. They slowed themselves down.
59 yards for Marshall, averaging just over 8 yards per carry. 2nd and short. Why not? Marshall will get you good. He'll get you a first down. Brought down by A.J. Williams. And that's exactly what App State needed. They needed a big play to get something going. And that catch by Mekhi Jackson, I'm telling you what, it's going to be hard-pressed to find another good one in the game when you see that one.
That was a great throw, great play of guys going out trying to make plays. Great run there by Marshall to get the first guy down. You make the guy miss in the backfield. Keep the momentum going. First downs are where you have the opportunity to open up the offense and take shots.
A really balanced attack so far. 71 yards through the air, 68 on the ground. Speaking of through the air, shot to the end zone to Dalton Stroman. Tried to take advantage of the one-on-one coverage. Falls incomplete.
And Aguilar's going to want that. He left that a little bit outside. Stroman leads this team with 5 touchdown receptions on the season. He had one-on-one coverage to the wide side of the field. Wants to take a shot on that one-on-one. And we saw he gave Mekhi Jackson a shot to catch the ball on the earlier throw. Love to see him maybe try to drive it back shoulder or something to give his receiver a chance to make a play.
A little tug on that shoulder pad jersey there, gotten away with it. But Marshall's going to go right back down to the ground, and a good job by that Shots defense, no gain. You know, you talk about Stroman, 6'4", 205. I mean, we're bragging on the weapons on both sides of the ball. Both of these teams bring really, really good receiver lineups on the field.
Absolutely. Matt, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
We went incomplete on first down.
Yep.
On a shot. What'd they do the next play?
We're 99.9% sure it's going to be a run.
Offensive guys, we got to fix that. We got to fix that. Offensive coordinators out there, pay attention. You got to fix it.
You should do an offensive clinic.
I've done one or two of those in my life.
Now that you're a TV guy. 3rd and 11. Aguilar to the end zone. And he went at Stroman again. Stroman had his hands on it. Can't come up with it. They were going at the true freshman, Zach Cody. That's going to trot out the field goal unit.
Yeah, and Stroman had a step, and the ball got there a second late. He said a little too much air. He ran by him. He's waiting on it, trying to box him out. You'd really love to see Stroman slow down, use his body a little bit more instead of the hands reaching out. Get 2 hands up and go try to catch that ball.
So Jackson Moore on for a 37-yard field goal attempt. He replaces Michael Hughes, who is injured. Kick on the way, and App State is on the board. So a little bit of good for both teams. App State able to get 3 points, but a bend but don't break for Coastal Carolina, holding to the field goal. 17-3 here in Conway.
What are you doing?
Chores, Roomy. You know, as a veteran, you earned USAA membership for your family.
For you? No.
So close.
USAA, are you eligible?
Subway launched new $6.99 meal deals with any 6-inch sub.
Wait, Subway did what?
Dad?
Yep. For a limited time, get any 6-inch sub, chip, and a drink, all for just $6.99.
I've been warned by celebrities, athletes, and world leaders. But I've always felt most comfortable up here with the folks that made me who I am. I'm right at home, out here on the land. And I'm in my lane, on the shoulder of the interstate. Because this is where I come from. I've been showing up here for nearly 200 years, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Hats off to the future.
Nothing runs like a deer.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
People always say,
It is what it is.
Until it isn't. Remember before AI when you had to type to search? And when you couldn't ask your phone to do this?
Put these restaurants on a map.
Huh. What about taking a photo and reimagining it? Man, remember when all phones pretty much did the same stuff? Until they didn't. Introducing the all-new Pixel 9 series with Gemini.
It's my favorite time of year.
Giant magic all around me. The bells are ringing.
Celebrate the journeys that bring us closer together. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is back with offers on vehicles like the new 2025 GLC SUV. Now through January 2nd.
ESPN's Thursday Night College Football, presented by Twisted Tea, is brought to you by USAA. Let's honor those who served this Veterans Day.
This is Veterans Week, presented by USAA, and what a moment it was pregame. The national anthem and then choruses of USA rang through the stadium as you look at some of the brave men and women from around the sports world, and we would also like to recognize our veteran crew members here in the Thursday night crew. Camera operator Brad Thompson, 5-year Navy veteran. Our video shader Troy Duvall proudly served 8 years in the Army. And I know I speak on behalf of not only everyone on the crew here in the stadium and around the country. Thank you to everyone who sacrificed everything so we could be out here and enjoying a hell of a football game and a great sport we love each and every week. So, Troy, thank you. Brad, thank you. And everyone, thank you who has served. So we mentioned it. We saw it there. Coastal Carolina able to move up and down the field all night. And then we saw App State do it as well. Already 188 total yards for the Chanticleers.
A lot of that on different triple option and motion. They've been motioning the receivers to create two-back running looks.
There's Bennett off the left side, brought down by Nate Johnson after one. So at least in the last couple of possessions, the last couple of running plays, App State's been able to kind of congest them a little bit in the runs.
I say they didn't. That was just your traditional one-back power and pulling the backside guard to lead through. But it is, as we talk about the triple option, sometimes it takes a couple of series to get into the speed of the defense and the adjustment of making sure you're fitting your gaps, because it's faster than it happens in practice.
Vasco off to a good start through the air and on the ground, snap over his head, and he wisely has to fall on it. Was thinking about making a play, but better to eat the 7 yards than turn the ball over deep in your own territory.
Yeah, just the snap, quick snap gets through his hands. Ends up just falling on it real quick. Don't make a bad play worse.
So maybe a moment in the game where the momentum flips to App State, 3rd and 16. Vasco eyes downfield. Doesn't have anybody open. Does a good job to find any receiver. Finds Bryson Graves. And that Mountaineer defense now forces a punt.
Yeah, and they're able to get some pressure on Vasco to get him out of the pocket, and this time keeping the receivers in front of him on the scramble drill, forcing them to get off the field. The 3 and out. And if you're App State, if you say, hey, what do we need? We need to create a little bit of positive energy. We put a drive together, got points instead of a turnover, and then a 3 and out defensively and get that offense right back on the field. That's how you get back in the game.
It's our first punt of the night. Emil Sebafundi deep to Caden Robinson. He's going to fair catch the ball at the 24-yard line. Now a quick word from Verbo.
Defenses so far have been stingy, and that really showed in the...
Look, if you want a house without a host, you should have booked a Verbo.
Like I was saying, both teams have really good defenses, and it really showed in the second half.
Did you imagine Nick Saban just hanging out in your living room having a press conference?
Yeah.
Just kind of hanging out there.
Or Verbo renting one of his homes. He has several of them around the country, you know.
That retired coach life, it's good, especially when you're Nick Saban. Let's talk about App State moving the ball. Turnover's been the issue. They can get right back in it here. Amani Marshall in the backfield. Stutter steps his way for a couple. And I mentioned on the last possession for the Mountaineers, it's been a balanced attack here in the first half. 71 yards through the air, 69 on the ground. They're using that running game to really set up Aguilar. They just haven't been able to take advantage yet with one of those big plays.
Well, and Sean Clark, that's what they want to do. They want to be a physical team. They want to run the football. Former offensive line coach, he loves that toughness and that attitude, and it's just critical for them to be able to keep the running game going.
And they will lean on the running game again, and that's a good chunky yard. It's going to make it 3rd and medium. Marshall brought down by Conyer and a gain of 6. And look, App State, this is a proud program. They come up to the FBS level, and they've played really good football at the FBS level. In fact, tonight, not only would a rivalry win against Coastal mean something, it would be their 100th win as an FBS program.
And we saw that. We called the game out there, the passion their fans have. This is a school that is used to winning football and winning at a very high level.
Third and short. Keeper, Aguilar. He started the game with his legs, and he's going to break a big one. Joey Aguilar has been a weapon on the ground, and on 3rd and 2, he breaks off 49. Tobias Fletcher had a chance. Aguilar busted right through it.
And you'll just see, there's the read. And as you see, the read, the safety, the overhang player dives in to stop the running back. Aguilar does a nice job. He reads him, keeps his eyes on him. And he knows that's the guy that we're not blocking. If he takes the back, I'm going to keep the ball. When he does, there's no one left on the defense.
I mean, this has been ground and pound for both teams as Marshall fights his way for 5. And again, without giving the ball away,
But this is we talk about it a big drive with the turnovers. If you're a team that wants to run the football, you can't fall too far behind. You want to keep the game within your grasp and be able to stick with your game plan. They get the field goal, create a 3 and out, and now they're back in the red zone with an opportunity to be right back in this game and stay on their game plan.
17 rushes to 5 passes from a quarterback who threw 4 TDs a week ago. You do what gets you the win. They're going to go right up the middle. That's going to bring up another 3rd and short. Marshall brought down by Powell.
Well, and why do you say that you do that? One, you're an offensive line coach, as your head coach, you want to be physical, but Coastal Carolina has had a bunch of injuries on the defensive line all year. They're giving up over 200 yards a game on the ground. You want to attack the weakness of your opponent. A little Sun Tzu for you, Matt.
You read?
A little.
Surprised you didn't quote Dr. Seuss. Right up the gut. Amani Marshall, Sam I Am. That was Dr. Seuss.
See, there you go. You read too. But even a simple play like that and little run plays, the threat now that Aguilar has brought with his feet has slowed the defense down. They're a little more flat-footed. It's allowing the running backs, going to allow Marshall to get these backs to get their shoulders square and fall forward for positive yards.
And if and when App State punches this in, total yards for both teams are going to be just about dead even. This game is a dead even heat minus the turnovers, and that's Marshall now 1st and goal. He's going to pick up 3. And we've seen Aguilar a couple of times run that ball in there, and that defense read the fake. He's got the backside wide open a couple times. You wonder if that's a look they'll give here with the ball at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and with that and the pull reads for him to keep the ball and get on the edge, but also the play action pass. Because if you're going to fit these runs, someone's got to be responsible for the quarterback. Usually that's going to be a safety stepping up to take the quarterback in the run game. Going to leave opportunities to throw the ball over their heads, even down in the red zone as they crowd the line of scrimmage.
Aguilar. Screen look set up. Caden Robinson was the nearest guy. Shane Bruce led the way with the pressure. Not sure what happened there. Either miscommunication or Robinson couldn't get over there in time with the pressure.
Yeah, I think the pressure got there so fast. And a smart play by Aguilar. You're down here in the red zone. Don't want to create a negative play. He just throws this away. They're trying to actually get a pick for Caden Robinson coming across the field from the backside, and the pressure gets there so fast. He doesn't have time to let Caden Robinson get across. He knows there's no one outside. He just throws that one away.
So 3rd and goal. Aguilar in the gun. 9th play of the drive. Marshall up the middle. Held short by Ransaw. gain of 5, decision time for Sean Clark.
Well, usually a run on third down in that situation, you're trying to get them in pass defense, see if you can sneak one in to pound the ball into the end zone. But usually when you're doing that, you're going for it on fourth down. That was pre-designed, saying we're going to try to see if we can sneak it into the end zone. If not, we get positive yards, get it down in tight, and we're going for it.
8 of 12 on the season, fourth down attempts. They're going to think about it.
Timeout. App State. They're first of the half. Media.
I'll tell you what, the SEC games so far on ABC this season have been really, really good. Maybe this the best weekend. Huge news out of Florida today. Strickland, the AD, saying that Billy Napier is going to be our coach next year when he gets to travel to Austin to take on the 5th-ranked Longhorns coming out of the bye week. Then you got Georgia and Ole Miss. Ole Miss already 2 losses on the season. Lose to Georgia, you're likely out of playoff contention. But based on what we saw to the Dogs last week and how Ole Miss looked against Arkansas, and then the one we really wait for every year that used to be the SEC West game of the year, Alabama and LSU, 7:30 Eastern. Big weekend in the league.
Absolutely. Neither Alabama or LSU in the top 10 surprise. The Grove's going to be hopping up in Oxford tomorrow. That will be a game. That Ole Miss defense is underrated, and Carson Beck better be careful. If he keeps throwing interceptions, that Ole Miss defense will shut Georgia down. And you know that Ole Miss offense came alive last week. They've been struggling in SEC games all year. They came and exploded last weekend, putting up big points.
4th and goal. Right up the middle. Marshall, second effort, touchdown. Marcel's a ball game here at the beach.
Well, you want a personality call when your head coach is an offensive line coach and you got 4th and goal from the 2. He says, you know what? We're going to turn and we're going to go 2 tights and hand this ball in an inside zone right up the middle. Give it to Marshall, who's been the workhorse all night, and we're going to impose our will on that defensive front.
10 plays, 77 yards, 5 minutes, 31 seconds. Give App State a lot of credit, down 17-0 early. They've stormed back now. They got a field goal stop, they got a defensive stop, and 10 points to show for it. But you're right, this is an attitude play. App State now within 7.
Wow. Hey, Jay, this project might need a bit of zhuzhing. Hollaback, Warren.
Please let me know your thoughts. Best regards, Warren.
I am genius.
That colonoscopy for getting screens while I'm delaying. I heard I had a choice. I know the name. That's what I'm saying. Cologuard?
Cologuard.
Cologuard.
Screen for colon cancer.
At home, like you want. You the man.
Actually, he's a box.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
I did it my way.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Top 10 teams make their playoff push. First, the undefeated Hurricanes take on the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that's how I get
Then, unbeaten BYU faces their rival Utah. Saturday at noon and 10:15 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
The 2024 Allied Tip-Off, Sunday at 3 on ESPN.
And now let's take a look at this week's college football playoff rankings brought to you by Allstate. We finally have the college football playoff rankings. We can get rid of the other poll for now. Oregon, Ohio State, two Big Ten teams played the game of the year perhaps. Ranked 1 and 2, Georgia 3, Miami 4. They go to Georgia Tech. Your thoughts on the first playoff rankings?
They're okay. I think Ohio State, Georgia really happy because, you know, they really have a, like that's, they're kind of secure and could lose a game. I'm shocked BYU, 2 top 20 wins on their resume and ranked a little low.
We're going to bring that out as Kristen Washington to the 15-20. Washington 25 to the 27-yard line as we check in with Kevin Connors.
And Matt, over on ESPN2, East Carolina is pouring it on Florida Atlantic. This is Caton Hauser to Winston Wright Jr.
Caton Hauser, the economics major. Supply meets demand. Winston Wright Jr. for the touchdown. Big time play.
They're cashing in. By the way, Matt, Owls QB Cam Fancher out with an injury.
Kevin, thank you for taking the Thursday night road show to watch ECU play next week. They've got Tulsa. Yep. ECU and Tulsa next week. Tulsa, bring it. Coastal brought it today for SportsCenter. Can't wait to get out there to Oklahoma. It's Braden Bennett, Christian Washington, both in the backfield. Let's give right up the middle. That's Washington. Brought down by Santana Hopper. How you call them this year? You've got 2 timeouts left, 3 minutes, plenty of time.
Well, I mean, you're just going to run your offense right here because you have the timeouts. You have the 2-minute timeout coming up. So it's just a regular drive. You don't have to pick up the tempo until you get really to about a 1:20 mark right now.
So the first 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns, a field goal, and then last possession, 3-and-out punt. 2nd and 8. Vasco play fake, rolls to his left. Waited for the receiver to get behind the defense. That's Kendall Carr. And it's incomplete. Jordan Favors was there.
Great throw by Vasco. I thought Carr was covered early, but he led him out over the top where only his guy could get it, and the big tight end just can't reel it in time.
That's a good throw, though.
Not easy running to your left to make that throw.
So 3rd and 8. Pressure. Dumps it out of the backfield, and it's incomplete. Kyle Arnholt was there to Washington. 2nd straight 3-and-out. And now App State's going to get the ball pre-2-minute timeout and 2 timeouts.
Yeah, that one just floated on him a little bit. You see him trying to aim I always tell Cor, he tried to aim the ball at his back, and you saw it floating on him because he aimed it. Just trust it and throw it. But a great opportunity, great 3-and-out again. The App State defense has settled into this game, creating the 3-and-outs and an opportunity to get another score before the half.
All right, so Sebafundi on the punt again to Caden Robinson. Tried to hit that stinger. Like a 4-iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shot I don't have in my bag.
No.
Little 4-iron stinger. Should probably work on that. The 14th Annual State Farm Champions Classic. Tuesday night in Atlanta. Number 1, Kansas takes on Michigan State. Our first game, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Then we'll have the exclusive reveal of the next college football playoff top 25 rankings. Duke Cooper Flag taking on Kentucky.
I'm going to go to that State Farm Classic games in Atlanta this week. The benefit of not coaching, you have the opportunity to go see some big-time college basketball. I'm excited.
All right, we'll brag about it. It's the 2-minute timeout.
Why are you texting me?
Who even talks anymore?
Oh, yeah? Who even parks anymore?
What?
Reverse! Reverse!
He does.
Come on! Boomer! Sooner! Please?
Should we help him?
Nah. Just a little nibble? Come on.
While you were away, there were some developments. Lots and lots of developments. Fortunately, you live in a world where DoorDash can come to your rescue. Your door to a peaceful home. Your door to more. DoorDash.
Marines are made for this. Made for the calling only warriors can answer. Made from an unshakable belief in our nation and a strength that comes from the determination to win together. But you'll have to earn your place among us. Because you don't join the Marines. You become one.
The $7 Lux Cravings box has the Gordita Supreme? What is this, the 90s? This flashback is off the hook. The 90s Gordita Supreme is back in the $7 Lux Cravings box. Relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. Booyah!
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
Kevin Connors in studio coming up at the half. We're going to break down the ups and downs of Carson Beck's season. There have been many so far this year at Georgia, plus some concerns for Colorado football. Trevor Maddox, Sam Acho are here, and we'll love up the big men on campus. Our ode to the O-line, Matt, coming up when you join us at the half.
Who doesn't love an ode to the big fellas? Can't wait for that, gentlemen. App State once down 17-0 with the ball. 2-minute timeout. 2 timeouts. Try to tie the ball at the half. First time we've called Caden Robinson's name and immediately brought down by Cleve Lubin for no gain.
Yeah, and surprising. They wanted to get the ball into Robinson's hand early. They haven't been able to, but it's because they've been so successful running the football.
Robinson comes in 10th nationally, first in Sun Belt yards per game. That his first touch. Aguilar time, forced to run, breaks through a couple of tackles and gets popped. After a gain of 4. Juan Powell.
You see Coach Beck take the timeout here. This is that strategy going back and forth. Coach Beck's going to take a timeout. They got them pinned inside their 20. See if they can create a stop on 3rd down. Maybe get some decent field position to try to get points again right before half.
You know, so we're in week 11 of the college football season. First year with the 2-minute timeout. What have you thought overall and how it's been used for the first first 11 weeks of the season?
I like how people have done it. I think coaches are getting more accustomed to it and used to it. You're using it more end of game situation. I've noticed it more than halftime. Right. Getting that extra timeout if you need to get the ball back and create the opportunity to win games in the fourth quarter.
We've talked about this often. Haven't seen it quite a bit, but how the college coaches use the time relative to how the NFL coaches use the time. Yeah. NFL coaches will bang all their timeouts
before it.
Right.
The college coaches have been a little more conservative holding those timeouts as the game goes on, which has kind of surprised me that they didn't go immediately to the NFL model. A lot because the clock stops on a first down.
Right.
Might not seem like much, but it's about 5 or 6 seconds difference that you save potentially as a college coach after a first down.
I've liked it. I've liked the addition to the game.
Yeah, it's fun.
So 3rd and 6, big one here, first half. Aguilar down the middle of the field to Robinson. What a catch! Unbelievable. A.J. Williams was there. He shot that right down the middle of the field, and that's why he's their best playmaker after a gain of 36.
Absolutely. A too-high safety look. The backer doesn't cover vertically deep down the field. What a great throw by Aguilar to find his playmaker.
Another quick shot. That was intended for Mekhi Jackson.
Ball's incomplete.
You know, we got so lulled into a trance of the running game for App State in the first half. You forget that Aguilar on the season, 22,270 yards, 18 touchdowns, had 4 a week ago.
Yeah, I mean, threw for 3,700 yards and 33 TDs last year. He has put up a lot of passing numbers in his 2 years here at App State. I know they want to establish the run, but in these situations, you have a guy that can throw the ball, and he has a great group of receivers to get it to.
So the big play by Robinson has App State setting up a screen. Marshall with blockers. Brought down by Juan Powell. Gain of 9. It's going to bring up 3rd and very short as the clock continues to tick.
Yeah, the quick screen, get it out. These are situations you love a timeout, though, because the clock's going to stop after a first down. There's a lot of time just went off the clock.
And Marshall's able to get the first down, so as to your point, the clock will stop. Remember, another new rule in college football this year, actually instituted last year, the clock wasn't stopping until under the 2-minute timeout.
And you'll see these are the couple seconds that you buy when the clock stops. But now you got to start picking up the pace. You still have 2 timeouts, but that clock's, they're burning a lot of time off here.
Now to 27, 2 timeouts left, 1st and 10, Aguilar incomplete. Look left, tried to get Dalton Stroman, Courtney Eubanks on the coverage. You don't want that internal rush when you're trying to get points before the half and you got the timeouts to use.
Every once in a while, you have that 2nd down and 1. You burn the timeout in that situation. Get the plays call you want, because you know if you gain the 1 yard, the clock stops, so you can get the second play called with really no time going off the clock. You get 2 plays in with little time going off. They lost about 25 seconds there.
Aguilar down the field, nearly intercepted. Dangerous throw by Aguilar. Tried to hit Mekhi Jackson. That was number 11, Matthew McDoom. Now 3rd and 10.
And again, on some of these deep throws, see, this one's a little bit behind its zone coverage, trying to squeeze it in between the corner and the safety in a cover 2 look. But he left it short. McDoom almost creates the interception, makes a big play. This will change your mindset a little bit here. You're trying to get the 10 yards, but also get yourself into a makeable field goal range in this situation.
Avoided the 3rd turnover of the night. Here comes the pressure. Aguilar's got to throw quick, and it falls incomplete. Intended for Marshall. Shane Bruce, the captain, brought it. Now what?
Well, now, you know, when your starting kicker, Michael Hughes, is out with an injury, and you're in your backup place kickers in, you know you're probably beyond his range right here, looking at a 52-yard field goal. So you're going to go for it, try to get it. You still, you know, as we talk about it right now, they still have the timeouts, which would have rather saved some time earlier in the situation in this drive. But let's see if Coastal, they've come after him these situations to make Aguilar get rid of the ball fast. Let's see if they do it again.
And now Coastal Carolina is going to take their final remaining timeouts.
30-second timeout.
So a good ball game here in the first half. Both these teams come in 4-4, but it's a different 4-4 now. Coastal Carolina, they started the season 4-1. They've lost 3 straight. App State, they had their 3-game losing streak in the middle of the season. They've since come back and won the last 2.
Yeah, and a lot of that is this conference. When you look at the Sun Belt Conference, the depth of the league from top to bottom. We've come and seen games. Louisiana is having a great year. James Madison, we saw them have a huge win over North Carolina early in the year. We got them come in and watch a huge win over Coastal. Then they've lost a couple of games. So I think there's so much depth and competition within the Sun Belt right now. These 2 teams are used to competing for that championship, and you can see why. These are 2 very good football teams. And this rivalry game, I think, can really sway the final closing stretch of the season for both teams.
So the offense stays. 4th and 10. Aguilar forced off his spot. And it's going to fall incomplete. Pressure got to him. Tried to make a play. Intended for Jackson. And that's good pressure by Wyatt Gideon. And Coastal Carolina gets their stop.
Yeah, they did. They dropped coverage. They only rushed 3, but they're able to get Aguilar off his spot. And the second-level linebackers, then we call that a secondary contain rush. As soon as he leaves the pocket, backers step up to pressure the quarterback. He's not able to get the throw off to the receiver he wants to with the timing in the pocket. Big stop by Coastal Carolina to prevent any points right before the end of the first half.
They're going to be content. 17-10, take the knee. Remember, Coastal won the toss. They got the ball. Coach Beck said he wanted to start fast with his offense, and they did. So App State will get the ball to start the third quarter. So Coastal Carolina, Chanticleers take the knee. And they take the lead into the half, 17-10, the first time they've done that since October 5th. 17-10, our halftime score. Kevin Connor, Sam Ott, Jeff Maddox coming up after these messages.
We're gonna hold it down till the sun comes up. Keep your head to the sky until the sun comes up.
In collegiate sports, one name continues to rise.
Now is the time where we go hard, moving up. Deep in the zone, keep it moving, cause we're coming up. Now is the time where we go hard, moving up. Deep in the zone, keep it moving, cause we're coming up.
The Sun Belt Conference, 14 universities, 10 states, rising.
We're gonna hold it down till the sun comes up.
Look, if asthma has you going through it, maybe there's more to it. Let's get to a key source of your asthma inflammation, eosinophils. Enter Nucala. It isn't your rescue treatment, and it's not a steroid. Nucala is an easy-to-use auto-injector you do just once a month on your time. Nucala targets and reduces eosinophils and helps your symptoms. Think less asthma-related hospital visits, less need for oral steroids, less asthma attacks. Nucala is a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop other medicines, including steroids, unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, may cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. You are not your asthma. So let's get to it and get to the source with Nucala. Get the facts from your specialist and ask about Nucala.
My moderate to severe Crohn's disease
and my ulcerative colitis symptoms kept me
out of the picture. Now there's Sky Rizzy.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Control of my symptoms means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy is proven to help deliver remission
and help visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture? Ask your gastroenterologist how to take control of your Crohn's or UC with Sky Rizzy.
Control is everything to me.
AbbVie could help you save.
This halftime report is presented by Sky Rizzy.
Very competitive first 30 minutes of ball on the surf turf. We welcome you inside our ESPN College Football Studios. Texas Hall of Famer Sam Acho, BYU National Champion Trevor Matich, Kevin Connors here with you 31 days away from Selection Day in the College Football Playoff. A lot of landscape-changing games this weekend, including that colossal game at Oxford. Number 3 Georgia, number 16 Ole Miss. Dogs got the win in the big cocktail game last week, but Carson Beck was anything but steady. Lane Kiffin's team hung 63 on Arkansas behind a huge game from Jackson Dart. But back to Beck, Trevor. He leads the SEC in interceptions. Why the up and down play from Carson Beck?
Pressure. With the stat QBR, 100 is perfect, 50 is average.
When Carson Beck is not under pressure, his QBR is 83, really good. When he's under pressure, it drops all the way to 5, worst in the SEC. So let's take a look at the difference between the two. Now, when he's got protection, he operates like clockwork. Top of the screen. This is his first option in this pass pattern, and he will be covered. So while Beck is looking to his left to see that happen, the second option in the middle of the field doesn't come open until later. He's still got to run 10 yards before he makes his break, but it's designed to come open later so that by the time Beck goes from first option to second, there he is. Lots of protection, works great. But now pressure will come late. And rather than see everything the defense does, Beck loses track of where the coverage is. He sees his receiver, but doesn't realize that there are two guys converging on him. He looked open when Beck let go of the ball, but it turns out when the ball gets there, not so open. Now, Ole Miss's defense leads the nation in sacks, and part of the reason is the small things that they do at a high level. The small thing here is come up before he goes inside. And that creates two problems for the right tackle. The first is he's fixated on that edge rusher, but the other is his vision is blocked to the real danger behind him, and that tackle is not able to come off until a beat late. It's a sack, fumble, touchdown for Ole Miss. Now, there are 14 different Rebel defenders who have sack stats, and they will try to absolutely pressure Beck from every angle to see if he's improved his performance under pressure.
It is an enormous 2-week stretch for Georgia. Ole Miss this week, Tennessee next week. And as we take a look at the big vote this week, the Dr. Pepper one final team vote. The fans have spoken, and the one final team, Georgia is among them, but it just so happens to be the #1 team in college football right now, the Oregon Ducks. Other big games that could impact the CFP picture this weekend. Game day is going to be in Baton Rouge, Indiana, home to defending national champion Michigan. And then, Sam, there's a Colorado team playing great ball. They're in Lubbock to face Texas Tech. They've got Shador, they've got Travis Hunter. They don't play another currently ranked team. So why some concern around Colorado?
Well, because they've got Shador, they've got Travis Hunter, but they've got to communicate better on defense. Right now, this defense is ranked 64th in total defense in the country, and some of that is their own fault. You're going to see lack of communication, show you on tape of what happened. So simple play right here. You see 4 in the backfield, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is fine. Only issue is there's actually only 3 defenders, 1, 2, 3, because this guy's a pass rusher. There's going to be a motion. So motion's going to happen this way, which is fine, right? You think it's fine. Cameron, Silman, Craig communicating motion, but it's not fine because as Silman Craig's eyes are this way, there's still 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. And the running back's going to be wide open while Silman Craig is looking the other way. So lack of communication in man-to-man defense leads to a big-time play. Now, Colorado's been able to win, and they're 6-2 right now. And they have an opportunity to play in a Big 12 championship. Offensively, Travis Hunter is great. Defensively, Travis Hunter is great. But the communication has to be better if they want to compete in the Big 12.
They don't play another currently ranked team. A lot of real estate in front of Colorado as they continue to back up what's been a tremendous season so far in Boulder. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Some well-deserved praise for the ones who deserve it most but receive it least. The Dominators up front. College football's best bulldozers. Next.
This halftime report is presented by Sky Rizzi.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Thanks to Sky Rizzi, I'm on my way with clearer skin. 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Sky Rizzi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Sky Rizzi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. And get access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Freezing cold, blazing heat, Rain-X premium silicone wiper blades are engineered to withstand the most extreme conditions. They last 2 times longer than traditional wipers. If Rain-X premium silicone wipers survive these conditions, clearly they'll last in yours. Rain-X, outsmart the elements. Find Rain-X silicone wipers at these retailers.
You like watching TV shows and movies? Don't watch on that. You want a Quest. Look at that. It's a movie theater in your living room. What? And you want to go to the gym. Then you remember gyms. Bring the gym to you.
Let's do this.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa! And do you want to play the hero or be the hero?
Wait, I could be Batman?
Yep. Bang! Time to become
The Knight.
Okay, y'all. Yeah. You got this.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the all-new Big Smasher Burger, piled up high with nearly half a pound of beef. Or you could settle for just some other burger at a drive-thru. Anyway, gonna need some room, because the 3 for Me still fills up the table with the bottomless drink, all the famous Chili's chips and salsa you can eat, and is still the best deal around at just $10.99. See you later, tiny drive-thru burger. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
There's a fire here. A drive to learn more, to be more, to reach for more. Boldly, we innovate with research that makes an impact on our world. Boldly, we excel, turning challenges into triumphs. Boldly, we believe in ourselves and in each other. Coastal Carolina University. Boldly, we reach.
ESPN's Veterans Week is brought to you by USAA. To honor veterans, USAA goes beyond thanks to make a difference for the veteran community. Learn how we can save lives at usaa.com/Veterans Day.
There is no more underappreciated part of championship football teams than the men who protect the men who often get the shine. So we thought tonight, why not change it up? Give some love to the lovable men up front. Here now, our look at the real big men on campus. An ode to the O-line, the men in the trenches, gallant, lion-hearted, nurturing, Renaissance men, the real skill position guys. Who needs a sleek number 88 anyway? Wherefore art thou number 68? Strong as an ox, slim as a keg. To err is human, Mr. Line Judge. The defense doth protest too much. Pass rushers diverge and take the road less traveled when it comes to these earth movers. Tread softly round Kelvin Banks at Texas, impenetrable as an armored truck. Cam Ward may bask in the spotlight in Miami, but whenceforth does his protector Jalen Rivers get shine? Do not go gentle into that good night against Wyatt Milam at West Virginia. And no more shall the contributions of Will Campbell be overlooked. A pancake man focused on saving the bacon in Baton Rouge. A Johnny Cornelius, a majestic peak rising high above Eugene. Methinks I shall never see an elite mauler like Minnesota's Ariante Ursary. And lest we forget the many dashing centers who snap the ball to the big uglies at quarterback, from Parker Brailsford at Alabama to Cooper Mays at Tennessee. Oh, Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bulldozers who dominate and devastate, and know when they know, and know when you know, and know when they know that you know they have taken your will. Maybe a little bit of a smile on the mouths of the Coastal big men up front, blocking for Braden Bennett, one of 2 touchdown runs in the first half. The Chanticleers on top, 17-10.
This halftime report is presented by Sky Rizzi.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even at 2 years.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease or UC.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Now approved for UC.
There are some things that work better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. Voya provides tools that help you make the right investment and benefit choices so you can reach today's financial goals and look forward to a more confident future.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected. Why did you invite him?
He was out there all alone.
Great party. I really feel the warmth. I wish this night would last forever.
I'll get him up.
M&M's for all fun kind.
Way off.
Why do 80% of NFL players choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Because the higher my sleep IQ score, the better I play. But that's not the only reason.
He likes his side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a smart bed is why you can play like this?
Yeah, because I also like to sleep cool.
And I like to sleep even cooler.
And I really like it when we both get what we want.
Sleep Number does that. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool Smart Bed. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. Visit a Sleep Number store near you.
This is ridiculous. Shouldn't have to pay for train tickets in Poland. This is our country.
No, it's not. It was our country. They kicked us out because they thought we were cheap.
What the flying cheese, man?
I'm so
Why
sorry.
did you do that?
You're like red.
Yeah, because you just slapped me in the face.
A Real Pain. Rated R. Now playing in select theaters. What once were rows of crops are now hallways for growing our future. The old ways that served generations before are now the perfected paths of tomorrow. These mountains have always called to the pathfinder, the trailblazer, the innovator. The faces and structures may change, but one thing remains constant: access to higher education. Here and always at App State.
Reminder after our game, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. Damian Woody's going to join SVP. They'll have post-game of that Bengals-Ravens game. And then it's helping you pay your mortgage. You know him, you love him, SVP's winners. Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt after the game. Over on ESPN2, the Caton Hauser to Winston Wright Jr. combination.
Caton Hauser is an economics major, and supply meets demand with this route to Winston Wright Jr. He scored on kickoff return touchdowns. He's a big play receiver. Now he's doing it again.
The purple out is in effect. It's 28-7 over FAU. Amani Marshall, a touchdown run, has helped get App State back in this game. The second half from Conway is on the way.
Look what I've just made. The perfect pearl.
Not too bad, but check this out.
Whoa, a true Venus clam.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Behr quality at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot.
When anyone in this house wears white, it doesn't stay white for long. White to soccer? I'm not gonna slide tackle. But now with Tide Oxy White, we can clean our white clothes without using bleach. Even works on colors. I slide tackled. I see that.
It's got to be Tide.
Index finger and your
It's kind of magical to have your favorite thing delivered right to your door. So you don't have to stop working on your other favorite thing. Flawless. Order McDelivery in the app.
We're gonna hold it down till the sun comes up. Keep your head to the sky until the sun comes up.
In collegiate sports, one name continues to rise.
Now is the time where we go hard, moving up. Deep in the zone, keep it moving cause we're coming up. Now is the time where we go hard, moving up. Deep in the zone, keep it moving cause we're coming up.
The Sun Belt Conference, 14 universities, 10 states. Rising.
We're gonna hold it down till the sun comes up.
I'm Jordan, and these are my breasts. We've been through some big changes. Divorce, a new city, and a new grandson. Just as I was starting my next chapter, metastatic breast cancer. That's when I learned about Kisqali, a pill that stops cancer from growing and can help me live longer. Since then, I drove cross-country, finished a degree, and met Mr. Right now.
Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant, or breastfeeding.
I'm more than just breast cancer, and I have a lot more to go.
You're watching Veterans Week coverage on ESPN, brought to you by USAA.
We are back to ESPN College Football Prime Time, presented by Twisted Tea. We got ball at the beach tonight. Conway, South Carolina, Sun Belt Fun. Coastal Carolina, the home team, up 17-10 on Appalachian State. This is Veterans Week, presented by USAA. Good ball game. First half, App State came back. They get the ball to start the third quarter. As we check out our first half stats, brought to you by Chewy. App State, look at the total yards in favor of App State. They're down 7. It's the points off turnovers.
Right, it's those 2 turnovers. That's the difference in this game so far. App State's been able to move the ball consistently, but turnovers, they've killed themselves, and that's what's hurt them all season long.
That ball goes into the end zone for a touchback as we check in with Harry.
Yeah, Matt, I caught up with Sean Clark coming out of the locker room, and I asked him, hey, how do you continue to chip into this lead in the second half? He said, look, they're not beating us, we're beating ourselves. He mentioned the 2 turnovers that they had. He talked earlier this week about getting back to what they do best, which is running the football. They've got 150 yards. He said, if we keep doing that and protect the football, we're going to be in good shape tonight.
Oh, Harry, get comfortable.
It's a
just
a little party down on the beach
out.
right down there.
Harry and all of his friends.
Yeah.
just hang out.
Can you guys have a Celsius sent down here? Need some energy, guys. I'm tired. This time change is killing me.
Why don't you just build a sandcastle and we'll check in the beach.
I need a bucket then. Send a bucket down. Appreciate it.
Monty Marshall, same as it ever was to start the third quarter. Matt Berry, Dan Mullen, Harry Lyles apparently on vacation after a gain of 7. So, look, I think both teams, Coach, probably feel pretty good about their game plans coming in because both of them have been executed. Why change?
Absolutely. Coastal came out, started fast, a little triple option, some of the stuff really getting back to what Tim Beck is known for. And then if you're App State, you're saying, like he talked about, they've stopped themselves. We want to run the ball. We want to be physical, but we've stopped ourselves. We've been able to execute our game plan. Let's eliminate the turnovers. Our defense has settled into the game. Let's get into this flow in the second half.
But I'll tell you this, though. Both of these defenses come in 12th and 14th, respectively, in points allowed at the bottom of the conference. And tonight, when they've needed to stop, they've gotten it.
Yeah, and this is a big one here. Big one on 3rd and 3. The whole playbook's open to you.
Aguilar, slant over the middle is dropped, intended for Christian Horn. Matthew McDoom there. Credit him with a PBU.
And tight coverage, great job stopping. You're getting your hand up on the slant by McDoom without pass interference, and it's the pressure up the middle. You're going to see that Marshall swings out to the outside. The DN drops with him. And it's Shane Bruce, the leader of the defense, coming inside that does it, and McDoom does a great job locking up the slant and coverage.
First punt of the night for App State. That's Connor Maynard. Punting to Trey Taylor at the 25-yard line. And Maynard, 43-yard punt. So, hey, defense got rid of that possession quick. Now we bring back Ethan Vasco. We got a flag on the play. Check in and see what that was. Pretty clean first half, all things considered.
Yeah.
Just 2 penalties, both on
Earned the
App
kick,
State.
Personal foul, face mask, 36 defense, receiving team. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. First down.
All right, so that was on Joe Cash. And that'll put Coastal Carolina a little deeper in their territory to start their third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, on the coverage, loses the block and. Oh, and then I didn't do anything. Look at him show when he throws there. It wasn't me. I did nothing wrong.
He tried to act his way out of it.
There's the Taco Bell Live Moss student section all season long. Student sections across the country are competing to be the Taco Bell Live Moss student section of the year. Download the Taco Bell app to learn more. And we got a great student section here tonight, Matt.
These kids, they showed up for Sports Center today. This student section has been phenomenal.
Not an empty seat to be found in the student section, rocking, creating home field advantage. That's what makes college football fun. The student section's going crazy.
First down, talked about Coastal running the ball. Let's just say Braden Bennett can't go down and he gets a couple extra yards. These students here at Coastal, they're spirited. I signed 7 cans of Zin today. 7 Zinners I signed.
Oh, but I'm telling you what, we had some Lulu's gumbo. They got some booms. Then we had the $10,000. You had to throw the ball. I'm telling you what, I felt that money was pretty safe. It was a 25-yard throw. I don't know many NFL quarterbacks under it. Coach Bex was signing heads.
He's signing heads, and he's calling option plays here for Vasco. And a good job by App State's defense. Brendan Harrington, 2-time captain, a couple of season-ending injuries for him to be back on this team. One of the leaders of this team kind of shot us down a little bit. We're like, how do you end your season strong out of the mix? Like, hey.
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance. We're like, you know what? Good for you. Way to tell Coach Mullen to take a knee.
There we go. As history will say, as we said, one of these teams has played in the Sun Belt Championship game every year
since 2018.
2018.
Yep. Pressure's on over the middle of Vasco. That's going to be a first down, Coastal Carolina. So a great job of the tight end sitting in the coverage, and Vasco finding him for 6.
Big one. I want to see Tim Beck get back to some of this triple option. We saw the double option on the loaded option with the pitch last time. They've gone to more traditional runs. They had success with the triple option, though, early.
Vasco left. Back across his body, incomplete. And that's if Mullen's on the sideline, you're losing your mind. Back across the middle of the field, across your body, rolling left.
Second down from the Coastal 24.
And Harrington on the pressure again. It's good to see him back. He missed 2 years, 2-time team captain. Missed 2 seasons with injuries.
There's no doubt about who the alpha dog is on that defense. So 2nd and 10. That's Washington. And a good job by Washington getting some positive yardage to make it 3rd and medium.
The handoff is made to Kristen Washington.
Yeah, early on, Coastal and Coach Beck, they were calling successful screen plays, throwbacks, options. There was a lot of fluidity in what they were trying to do. App State kind of caught on to it. We haven't seen any punch plays really since the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've gone to a little bit more traditional runs, even though you see that they've added the motion on that, but it hasn't been your true triple option plays where they've scored both their touchdowns on in the first half.
So 3rd and 5. Vasco quick to the right side. That'll be another first down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive. Jamison Tucker, he's caught a pass now in 13 consecutive games. Gain of 11.
And they say they drop everybody into coverage, but Thomas Davis, number 15, gets caught on the inside receiver. He's got to really push out there. Was bluffing the blitz. He's got to push out to the flats to the outside receiver. Doesn't get there quick enough. Good job, Vasco, getting it out of his hands quick and picking up the yards for the first down.
That's Graves in motion. That's Washington off the right side. Keeps his feet. What an athletic play. Check that Bennett. That's Braden Bennett. A missed tackle from Thomas Davis and a gain of 4.
Somehow on the counter run, he's able to stay up. A little spin move, a little pirouette on the field right there, Matt.
That's athletic.
Forward progress to the 44-yard line. Second down.
his feet again. He was hurt first couple of games in the season. Boys, he's been their guy since. As Simeon Price and Christian Washington come in 2nd and 6. Vasco keeps it. Vasco gets it. First down. Third of the drive for the Chanticleers. Back to what you were just talking about a minute ago.
And that's that look where they're getting the three-back, the tight end in the backfield, but they're getting with the quarterback a three-back look where the quarterback has the opportunity to hand it off, run it, or pitch it to an option man on the outside. That's where they've had their most success so far in this game, which is vintage Tim Beck offense.
So Christian Washington, Cameron Wright, split down to the bottom of your screen. That's Taylor in motion. Vasco cleared out the side for him, and he reads it well, finds it to Seneca McKee. Nothing fancy here, just 5, 6, 7 yards a catch. Ethan Johnson brings him down after 7.
Yeah, keep moving. You can't go broke taking a profit, Matt. You just got.
Was that Warren Buffett?
Philosophical. That's Dan Mullen to quarterbacks my entire career. Don't be afraid. They pay guys in the NFL a lot of money to check the ball down. Don't go broke taking a profit. Just take what the defense gives you, and eventually they're going to give you a shot deep down the field.
See if this is the time they take it. Vasco has space. Takes a pop, lowers his shoulder and gets the first down. That's DJ Burks.
Well, they tried the shot play right there, Matt, and Coach Beck's gonna be happy watching Vasco on that. They tried the shot, it wasn't there. Don't force the ball, tuck it, use your athleticism, move the chains. We get another first down, and you know what? We're gonna give you more if you manage shots as a coach. If you manage them, don't make mistakes. I'm gonna give you a bunch more. Just keep. I'd call another one right away. Give them another shot right here. See if they can defend it twice in a row.
And a quarterback run by Vasco. Well, he is getting 4 or 5 yards of punch. Lead blocker there, Washington. Santana Hopper brought him down. You know, one of the reasons that Tim Beck made the change at offensive coordinator, now he's calling the plays, he thought the quarterbacks were a little bit inconsistent.
Yeah.
He wanted to see more consistent play out of his quarterbacks. And I'd say overall tonight, Vasco 11 of 15 for 140 yards, adding 37 on the ground. He's played a good football game.
Yeah, and you can tell in big games, you're going to run your quarterback. I mean, he knows this is a must-win game for Coastal. I mean, a huge rivalry game, turning point of the season. He's going to leave it all out there on the field, and you see it. I'm sure him and Coach Beck met on it and said, hey, give me the ball. I'll run it. Keep it in my hands. I'm going to run for it. Whatever we need to do, I'm going to do to win this game.
Started a few games last year in place of the injured Grayson McCall, who's in attendance tonight. Spoke with Grayson prior to the game. Play clock at 3. Run up the middle. Another first down. That was Christian Washington for 6.
Really good drive going on here by Coastal. Taking their time, moving the ball. You see him now go tempo. You get the ball in the red zone. See if you get a cheap one.
Washington kind of stutter steps his way in there. That was the 13th play of the drive, brought down by DJ Burks. Eating up 7 minutes on the clock.
Now, the key to that, Matt, is you got to finish with points. You got the ball down in the red zone. You have to finish with points.
So now 2nd and 8, both Bennett and Washington in the backfield. That 3-back set coach you're talking about that brings the option look. And they do it again, and it's Vasco again. And I love, one of the principles of the quarterback, when you're reading the option guy, if the pitch guy commits to him, you're taking it, he's reading it perfect every time.
He's done a great job with it. And the quickness of his decision, you saw it, he's able to make that decision and accelerate vertically to get positive yards.
So already 2 for 2 on 3rd down this possession. Braden Bennett in the backfield. Vasco, why not? It's been the Ethan Vasco show. Braden Bennett went ahead and blocked for him, and a gain of 3.
And Bennett's the guy he faked it to. An interesting little play right there where you fake it to Bennett. It looks like, okay, is it going to be one of these option reads? Fake it to Bennett. He's the lead blocker on the defensive end as Vasco follows him for the short yardage run.
So now here you go. You remember the penalty kicked them back with the face mask on the punt. 15 plays, 80 yards. Now you got first goal to go. To your point, can you finish? Bennett. Down to the 2. Brought down by Nate Johnson.
Another triple option play. Using the receiver in motion to become that extra back coming into the backfield.
So tempo. Bennett still in the backfield. Can Bennett clean it up? Bennett does. Touchdown, Coastal. You saw him motioning his 3rd touchdown of the night. 17 plays, 88 yards, 8 minutes and 42 seconds.
What an impressive drive. Coming out of the locker room to start the second half. Get out there on the field. You were able to run the football, convert on 3rd downs, stay on the field, execute the offense without a flaw. No penalties, no issues, right down the field. Huge confidence boost for this Coastal offense.
Yeah, you talk about complimentary football. The defense goes and gets you 3 and out to start. And then you take it 88 yards. And Braden Bennett's been the star tonight.
He has, and it's been with option, but this is pure inside zone power football. Lowers his pads, runs over the defense for his 3rd. That's not 1, not 2. That's 3 touchdowns for Bennett tonight.
Judges, this ring belonged to Maximus. I see him in you. Strength and honor.
Strength and honor. Rome has taken everything from me. I will have my vengeance.
Is this how Rome treats its heroes?
Rated R.
Meet Ron. Ron eats, sleeps, and breathes hoops.
Us? Not us.
And there's not a no-look pass, double-double, or a buzzer beater he won't wax poetic on, ad nauseum. But oh, how he can nail a software solution like the best high-screen pick-and-roll you've ever seen. You need Ron. Ron needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you help Ron with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
Everyone's running to Subway for 3 all-new spicy footlongs. Wait, Subway did what? That's right. They're bringing the heat with creamy sriracha, jalapenos, and all-new ghost pepper bread. But hurry, these subs are only here for a limited time.
Confident about which used car to buy?
Nope.
Why not ask the most confident person you know?
My old high school coach.
Just say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
With Straight Talk's real unlimited data, say yes a lot more.
Can we call Grandma? Yes.
Yes to unlimited video calling.
Oh, hi, sweetie. Hi, this sweater would look so cute.
Yes to unlimited gifting.
Yes.
With Straight Talk, say yes to unlimited holiday moments.
No.
Let the yes-tivities begin.
Yes.
Get a free phone with plan activation on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight Talk. Real unlimited data.
Bundale Save.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. What's going on here?
Co saves so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan, you decide to bundle practice with ballet.
Bundale Save.
Doesn't that just say bundle and save?
Hey, Hutch, less talky, more dancey. Double time. Boodle-ay, Sunday, boodle-ay, Sunday.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan.
I want to see that on game day.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The SEC on ABC. A high-stakes triple-header Saturday. At noon, Florida challenges Texas. Then at 3:30, Georgia battles Ole Miss. And in primetime, Alabama and LSU collide. All day Saturday on ABC.
Let's take a look at tonight's Player Spotlight, brought to you by Lexus, and a career high in rushing TD night for the running back Braden Bennett.
Yeah, and he's done a great job doing it inside and doing it outside for this team. He's got 3 touchdowns, which is a career high for him, on only 8 carries. The explosiveness when the ball is in his hands has been pretty special, and that's the drive that you want to start the second half.
Quite a few superlatives for Coastal's offense on that drive. Longest drive time for the season, most plays in the drive this season, 4th longest by yards in a season. So Coastal, impressive to start the 3rd quarter.
Absolutely. And watch Bennett here. He begins the pitch back in the triple option on that play, in phase, able to run through tackles. Now he's the dive back on the option. Gets vertical, turns the jets on the last one. It's not an option play. Old school inside zone tempo. You get down to the goal line, lowers his pads, leg drive. Not 1, not 2. That's 3. We're showing all the students right in the student section who have been partying since early this afternoon, getting ready for this game.
Yeah. All right, so App State was able to respond, is down 17 in the first half. Marshall, the running back, Aguilar, the play fake, to the outside. Picked off! Picked by A.J. Williams. Williams! Touchdown! Coastal! The turnovers plaguing App State again.
And this play's made by Matthew McDoom, who's been a nightmare on these receivers. Tight coverage all night long. And what do we say? There's nothing scarier than a ball tipped across the middle of the field. That one is tipped across the middle of the field. A.J. Williams is there to make the play. He takes this one all the way back. They might take a quick look to see if he got in by the pylon.
It was close.
But the tight coverage by McDoom all night long. Pass breakups, defending.
Yeah, they were holding. You could see the referee holding the snap.
For a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
All right, so our replay official tonight, Terry Walters. All right, let's have a look at it. For the first time tonight, also our friend Matt Austin, as he does each and every Thursday, hangs out with us. This is where we have a little group think here watching the play. Again, the ruling on the field, interception for return for a touchdown. It's at the end, looks as if he could have stepped out. Matt Austin, what do you see?
Well, this is an interesting play because he goes over the sideline, his knee hits out of bounds, then his foot hits the pylon. So I don't believe he gets goal line extended since he's already out of bounds. So I think they're going to place the ball short where it crossed the sideline.
So his right foot's still in there, as is his left foot.
Now he's out.
Yeah, the ball does be short.
Yeah, the ball does break the goal line extended, but since he's already out of bounds, before he hits the pylon, I believe they're going to put it where he crossed.
You know, for the defenders, though, regardless of the team that does it, you want to see defenders get their due and get the touchdown.
Yeah, they love those. They
know,
want to get those defensive scores, the defensive coaches.
You saw the hug from Tim Beck, but unfortunately, it's probably going to get overturned.
After further review, the defender crossed out of bounds at the 1-yard line, did not break the plane of the goal line. It'll be Coastal Carolina ball, first and goal at the 1.
Even though Braden Bennett's probably high-fiving him running off the field as he's saying, hey, you guys are here. I'm auditioning for a helmet sticker this week.
Yeah, I want the most coveted individual award in sport, the college football final helmet sticker. He's got 3 touchdowns. Going to make it 4. We need his yards to get up, though, if he's going to get the helmet sticker. Because Joey...
Well, that's not happening on this play, but, you know, Joey's at home already.
Joey's
knocking us.
Joey gets grumpy with helmet stickers.
Only 4 touchdowns, but not enough yards.
That's right. Those Ohio State guys. They're going to go with the big fella, heavy personnel, first and goal. Bennett's the back. And they're going to do a little Ethan Vasco push. That ended up being good enough. So they had to shoot more pyro after the pick six was overturned.
Had a quick reload. Oh, we see this, a little tush push. Driving into the end zone.
Wait, they called him. Now we're being told they called him short.
Oh, they changed their mind. The line judge to that side called him in.
All right, so fireworks load up.
All right, they got to load him up for a third time. Oh,
and they got a timeout.
The ruling on the field was the runner's progress was stopped short of the goal line. The previous plays under further
see,
review.
the house will always get you back. The house always
I thought,
wins.
boy, this third quarter's rolling.
No, the house will always win, no matter what.
We can get that in. He ends up in the end zone. The question, and they didn't mention anything about forward progress there.
And Austin, what do you think? What do we call it here?
Well, Matt and Coach Hayes, you just nailed it. That's the interesting thing. They didn't say forward progress, but they did say the ruling was progress. I think, as you can see pretty clearly from the replays, he was always on top of a body. He did cross on the line judge's side. So I do think it is a touchdown.
So, yeah, which guy has priority? Which guy gets – one guy had touchdown, one guy had spotted.
Well, nobody really has priority, but the runner ended up on the line judge's side of the field. So the head line judge at the top should defer to him at the bottom.
Yeah, so
surprisingly, though, and
the field was the runner was stopped short of the line to gain and driven back with forward progress. That's not reviewable. It'll be second down.
Okay.
So he just reviewed a not reviewable play?
Well, Matt, help us on it, because now they brought forward progress in.
Right, they didn't the first time. But yes, they did mention forward progress. I didn't see a drive back. His progress may have been stopped momentarily before he was pushed in. So, but since they did rule progress, it is not reviewable.
Conspiracy theory, they wanted to give the fireworks more time to load. They had to go rapid fire.
Someone told Coach Beck.
I'm just fascinated by that.
Braden Bennett needs a touchdown here.
We just reviewed a non-reviewable play. Washington in the backfield.
And now we're back to the shotgun.
Vasco. All right, third time's a Vasco. Pyro.
There we go.
Hey. Pyro geared and ready.
The work cut out for him on that one to get that ready to go. But what a great start here to the second half for Coastal to come out 3 and out by the defense, the longest drive of the season by the offense for a touchdown, create a turnover, pound it in from the 1 yard line, and jump out to a 3-score lead.
There was a lot of sweat equity in that touchdown. But again, the turnovers for App State, they have been the bane of their existence all year. Started with A.J. Williams, coach, thought he was going to punch it in, but that Coastal defense is rolling.
Absolutely, and it starts with McDoom, who's had tight coverage all night, tipping the ball across the middle of the field. And then A.J. Williams gets it down to the 1. Once he gets it down to the 1, Ethan Vasco does the rest of the work. Big lead here at Coastal.
I'm recruiting fans who stay focused and never miss a play. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans.
An alternative to pills, Voltaren is a clinically proven arthritis pain relief gel which penetrates deep to target the source of pain with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicine directly at the source. Voltaren, the joy of movement.
Inez, let me ask you, you're using Head & Shoulders, right?
Only when I see flakes. Then I switch back to my regular shampoo.
You should use it every wash. Otherwise, the flakes will come back.
He's right, you know.
Is that Tiny Troy?
The ingredients in Head & Shoulders keep the microbes that cause flakes that big.
Microbes, really?
They're always on your scalp. But good news, there's no itchiness, dryness, or flakes down here.
I love Tiny Troy and his tiny, gorgeous hair.
Make every wash count. And for stubborn dandruff, try Head & Shoulders Clinical Strength.
This time of year, there's one workshop
on everyone's mind. The one that spends the whole year making toys and gifts. The Home Depot Kids Workshop, teaching those who will one day build their own homes and communities that doing is a gift you can share with everyone. Happy holidays from the Home Depot.
On a tense Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Holy smoke, State 1 and the fans are going wild. Deputy Urias, quick, call for backup.
Backup?
Yes, Deputy Quinn Urias.
We don't need any backup, I got this.
Call backup.
I'm sorry, did you say you wanted a Dr. Pepper?
I said backup.
Look, we don't need any backup, even if he has great hair and famous relatives.
I think we're talking about two different things here.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
You know I made it to the playoff.
Without any backup, I get it.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, that's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not gonna beg, but pretty please.
They don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
First college football playoff rankings released on Tuesday. If you look at the breakdown now, you start with the conference leaders. Oregon, Big Ten, Georgia, SEC, Miami, ACC, BYU, Big 12, Boise State out of the Mountain West. So that's who would get the first 4 byes. Boise State would get in as a 12 host of the game. Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, Tennessee, Indiana, highest ranked at-large bids. But some games that yet to be played are going to affect that. And then you got the bubble teams. Notre Dame, will NIU come get them? Alabama, a big one against LSU. SMU, the first team out. Texas A&M, also at 14.
Yeah, there's a bunch of big games. You have the obviously Georgia Ole Miss this week. You have the Georgia-Tennessee game coming up. Texas A&M, all those are shake out some things in the SEC. We have Ohio State, Indiana in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you got Ohio State. I'd tell Indiana better watch out for Michigan.
BYU's got the Holy War Saturday night. I've been in that game now. Don't take that one for granted against Utah.
People who might be confused, and look, it's a new for all of us, but don't pay attention as much to the ranking number as the seeding number, because the way that this works, Ohio State being number 2, they can't get one of the top 4 seeds because of Oregon, so they get the 5 seed. That's the highest ranked seed not in the top 4 against Boise State.
Well, and it's a simple deal, Matt. You reward winning your conference championship.
Right.
Make the conference championship mean something, be important. The highest 4 conference champions get the bye, and then we reseed everybody else after they've been taken out.
Yeah, and it's on us, and we'll guide you through it. We'll get, because I know a lot of fans, when they saw the rankings come out Tuesday, were like, well, why is Ohio State 2nd but 5th? Pay less attention to the ranking number, more attention to the bracket number. We'll enjoy this together. As Aguilar trying to get out of the pressure, does a good job evading a couple of tacklers, just able to get a couple of yards. Now, there have been arguments in college football. You know, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. We used to do the Associated Press national champions. The media picks national champion, which now seems laughable. Then you had the BCS. Yep. Then we had the 4-team playoff. Now we have the 12-team playoff, and the argument against an expanded playoff, and who's going to make games less than the regular season importance. We're set up for the most historic November in college football history. Aguilar goes across the middle. That's a good catch by Dalton Stroman.
And big catch by Stroman to keep this drive alive. This is a critical drive here.
Think about this week. Playoff game, LSU, Alabama.
Absolutely.
Playoff game for Ole Miss.
For Ole Miss and Georgia. It is huge. And great job by Aguilar settling back down here, making this catch. He's had pressure. They've gotten pressure on him all night, not giving him time.
Taking a shot downfield to Caden Robinson. Falls incomplete. Flag down. Zach Cody on the coverage, the true freshman out of Coppell, Texas.
Pass interference, defense, number 15. That 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Over the last couple of years, Matt, as you've said, there's been 1 or 2 games down the stretch that have been critical. We can reel off a ton, and sometimes you're waiting, hey, can they make it to the conference championship game of a sort? Now there are a ton of games coming up in November. They're going to sort a lot of things through for teams.
App State once climbed out of a 17-0 hole in this game, down 21. Aguilar, another shot downfield, incomplete. It was intended for Mekhi Jackson, had his arms on it, but great coverage by Kristen Conyer.
I love coming back, taking deep shot. Shot one, shot two.
You got the receivers to do it.
You got the pass interference on one. Come right back to it. Gave his receiver an opportunity to make a play. Now let's see if they can break the odds here, Matt. Incomplete, 1st and 10 on a shot play.
They're throwing it. We're breaking the odds. We are not.
There you go.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't break the odds. There's Marshall, who's been running hard all night. Look, if you're going to get a 17-yard gain, just keep staying in the odds. Shane Bruce brings him down, and that's a 1st down. And over 100 yards for Marshall on the night puts him at 114.
Oh, we talked both, the outside zone, what you saw there, outside zone and shot plays. Here's the outside zone stretch. Nobody sets the edge on Coastal at the and it's able. Here comes the outside zone to a shot.
Incomplete, which means they're going to run now, right? Want to button up your thought. We were talking big picture with the final month of the regular season. I'm just telling you, as we embark on Week 11 on November 7th, there will be a massive upset in the next 3 weeks. Someone's getting got.
There are, and there's going to be an argument. It's going to be some teams that are holding their breath, and who gets the benefit of the doubt as strength of schedule changes as other teams do things.
Someone's going to get clipped. I have a couple of ideas of where it could come.
Well, I mean, we go back. I'll just throw one at you. Texas, huge win over defending national champ Michigan early in the year. That win's not that impressive right now.
Right.
As the season's gone on.
I mean, Texas has the win against ranked Vanderbilt on the road.
That's their most impressive win. So I think that it's going to be really interesting as you get down to the 2 to 3 loss teams, what happens.
So 3rd and 7 here for Aguilar and App State. So they're going to try to get some of that yardage back to make it 4th and short. DeMonte Diggs, Clev Lubin. So 4th and 5, as you said earlier, that's why you run it on 3rd and long to chop off some of that yardage. And now Sean Clark's in a position with under a minute here in the 3rd quarter to go for it on 4th.
And they've been able to get a bunch of pressure on Aguilar tonight. Let's see if they can protect him to get this throw off.
Big possession for App. Shot. Incomplete. Flag down. That was intended for Jackson, and they're going to get Kristen Conyer.
Pass interference. Defense, number 10. It's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
They've had tight coverage all night long. And Conyer on that one just... He's got the one-on-one. He's running the glance. Little speed post inside.
Yeah, it was that.
It's a little hook around the waist.
Yeah.
Him up.
So 2 pass interferences on this drive. Marshall in the backfield now 1st and 10. Can still get the 1st down. Incomplete.
He held on. Caden Robbins he tripped, fall coming out of the cut.
He did catch that. Yeah,
he's able to hold on to it as he fell down there, but he just done a little quick out. I think he would have walked in, and if he doesn't
what
slip.
Patience. Good. So now 2nd and goal. Right up the middle. And that'll likely be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Take the long walk down to the other end for the 3rd down play.
So it is 31-10. App State trying to avoid losing 3 straight to Coastal. They got their work cut out for them in the 4th quarter.
Penguins Capitals, Friday at 7:30 on ESPN+.
Store closes in 5. We just need to grab a few more gifts.
Jackpot. That's the one.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
JJ, what? Hey, I made my family disappear. You're not TJ. You said I'm throwing lies.
Sorry, guys. Just sitting there having the best night of my life. Oh, what's this?
It's a beaut, Jade. It's a beaut.
Come on, Mom. Come on. Here we are. Sir.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Febreze. Hi, I use Febreze Fade Defy Plug.
And I use this.
Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days.
50 days?
And its refill reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze Plug.
Honey, do you want me to schedule Calvin's COVID-19 and flu shots?
Way ahead of you.
It's possible.
It's magic.
Stay out of trouble, Squirt.
Schedule free flu and COVID-19 vaccines for the whole family online today. Walgreens.
Ow.
So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist.
They do exist. Santa?
And Doug.
Whoa, Limu, we're in a parade. Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
And then I wake up.
And you have the stream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. I can't believe you corporate types are still at it. Just stop calling each other rock stars.
And using Workday to put finance and HR on one platform? Tim, you are a rock star.
Using responsible AI doesn't make you a rock star.
Kinda does.
You are not rock stars. Okay, most of you are not rock stars.
Ooh, data-driven insights and large language models. Oh, that's so rock and roll.
It is, right?
He gets it, yeah.
Just follow the road. Still leads you right to me.
Don't let her get away!
You can do anything. I know.
Rated PG.
Coach, you've got a 3-touchdown lead here. They're obviously driving. What do you need to see out of your guys to maintain this lead to the end of the game?
Yeah, no doubt. This would be a big one here. I'd love to see a great stop. Our defense playing well, but obviously we get the ball back. We got to continue to do what we're doing this half. We got to grind it out, right? Use the clock, and then finish our drives.
Thank you, Coach.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Conway, South Carolina. Surf Turf Beach Bowl up 21. Third and goal for App State. Marshall. Push. Stopped. The captain, Shane Bruce.
Well, the first fourth down and goal, they went power, big bodies in the game, ran the ball in an inside zone straight up the middle into the end zone. Let's see if Coach Clark has them do the same thing, try to impose the will with physicality right here in front of the student section.
Up the middle. Touchdown, App State. So Amani Marshall, that was a must score for the Mountaineers. They're an extra point away from making it 31-17 with an entire quarter left to play. 12 plays, 73 yards, 4 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, another inside zone play. Great job by Marshall. Head of steam going, so he's able to break through the tackle of Bruce right at the goal line. Punch it in a huge drive and a huge score for App State to stay in this game.
All right, so the extra point attempt is good. And App State wastes no time getting on the board in the fourth quarter. They're down 14 on a Thursday.
UFC 309. Fight on ESPNplus.com/BTV.
No peeking. Okay. Open.
Over 600,000 USPS employees working in sync to ensure everything sent on its holiday ride ends with a moment of joy. The United States Postal Service.
What's on your mind, Dion?
My sensitive skin. Now how Old Spice Total Body isn't on it.
Gabby, is there anything you want to share?
Not this Old Spice deodorant. It's 24/7 freshness. It can go everywhere.
Everywhere.
I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. What, are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown, yeah. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
I'm Jordan, and these are my breasts. We've been through some big changes. Divorce, a new city, and a new grandson. Just as I was starting my next chapter, metastatic breast cancer. That's when I learned about Kisqali, a pill that stops cancer from growing and can help me live longer. Since then, I drove cross-country, finished a degree, and met Mr. Right now.
Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding.
I'm more than just breast cancer, and I have a lot more to go.
The new 12-team college football playoff begins December 20th on ESPN.
That's how I get by.
Okay, fine, I'll watch. As you were watching ESPN College Football Prime Time, presented by Twisted Tea. 31-17. That is not the fog rolling in off Myrtle Beach. That's pyro.
Oh, yeah.
The interesting thing is...
Air's a little thick here tonight, though, Matt.
The interesting thing is we don't see any flame behind that pyro cloud that moved in, so we assume everything's okay. So, I'll tell you what, man, I cannot wait for this one. Some blue bloods in college basketball. North Carolina, top-ranked Kansas. 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, ESPN2. You get a Final Four matchup first week in November. There's a sign-up sheet. Put me on it.
It's exciting. I mean, there are some great matchups over the first couple weeks of the college basketball season that are fun to watch.
Feast week is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving week. If you're a college basketball fan, this is your time of year.
Or sports, just sports.
Just sports. You know, that's why there's that argument. We get into it all the time, like what's the best month in sports? Ooh. And October is always one because every sport, NHL, MLB, NBA, college, football, NFL, all of it.
There's that stretch where there's a football game every night. College football, every game is meaningful. NFL, huge. And baseball is huge. The other ones are kicking off, so you're getting into the season.
They're all in. You wear your scarf for EPL, so you've got that going as well.
Premier League going, but that's a long year. Some people seem to think it never ends.
So
it's like the games at 0-0.
It doesn't. Second and 6, little end-around action for App State. And that, or check that Coastal, Braden Bennett. Used Bennett a lot tonight. The first play of the game was a screen play to Bennett. He hadn't looked back since.
Yeah,
Washington.
They found a lot of different ways to get him the ball. They've gotten the ball here, a little toss jet sweep. Boom. Good block out in front, helping his fellow running back out.
Washington pot Jordan Favors.
Oh, we'll let him catch his breath. A little hobble in Bennett's step running off the field right there. Let's hope he's all right.
Over 100 total yards for Bennett tonight. Simeon Price checks in, 1st and 10. Coastal's goal now to get first downs, up 31-17. And a good job by App State's defense on Washington. That's Colton Ferris. So October, I think there's two arguments for best sports month of the year.
Okay.
October's 1.
Yep.
April is 2.
April, okay.
You got the National Championship in college hoops. Final four. You have the Masters.
Okay.
And you have opening day in baseball.
Not bad. Not bad.
And the NBA's getting the NBA starting their postseason. NHL starting their postseason.
I'm an old school guy. Bowl season with NFL playoffs getting ready to go. Ooh. The holidays.
Yeah, that's
just
special.
sports all day long. You said feast week. When you're, I mean, you just sit there in holidays and there's just sports all day long.
There's nothing better than a Tuesday noon football bowl game. You just
well, there's the noon, then there's the 3:30, then there's the 7:30, then there's the 10:30. Like I'm in.
You're just begging me to be a sloth.
Free play.
See if Vasco takes advantage of it. Fans want a double penalty. They want the offsides and the pass interference. There's Josh Donald, who kind of stuttered in there early.
Offside, defense, number 12. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 3rd down.
And a big penalty, Matt, because you go now from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 2, and that puts you from really a must-pass situation into the entire playbook's open. So kind of the whole line jumps a little bit right there. But now you're into having to stop the run, having to defend the pass every play in the offense.
You know, not a clean game for App State, the turnover margin, but that's their first penalty of the night. 3rd and 2. Vasco, he's been doing this all evening. Look, first downs at this stage are going to win you the game.
Yeah, and a second effort. Vasco on the court. We saw him fake the running back, then the back becomes the lead blocker. And at 6'3", 220, you see him using that size, initially sit before the first down marker, but able to keep the leg drive, the power, and fall forward to move the chains and keep the clock running for Coastal.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I haven't had my soapbox moment of the night. You know, I get on a soapbox here and there. My soapbox tonight, because we started talking about bowl games and how great they are, you know, at noon Eastern on a Tuesday, December 22nd, when there's really nothing going on. And I want to, like, throw a cup of water in people's faces who say there are too many bowl games and there are meaningless bowl games.
No.
There is no such thing as a meaningless bowl game, because somewhere to someone, that game matters for someone who's never going to play football again the rest of their life. Look, I would add, well, I wouldn't add more, but I wouldn't take any. I think bowl games are the best thing about college football. I know the opt-out era.
Yeah, they're different. I'm going to say this. They're different than they used to be, but they're still fantastic.
So I'll tell you this. We called the Duke's Mayo Bowl last year.
Yes.
And it was a different look for North Carolina because Drake May opted out because he was going to be a top 5 pick, and North Carolina had a lot of opt-outs in that game. But they took on West Virginia, and West Virginia didn't have any. Yeah. And it was a big building block for Neil Brown and that program going into winter workouts. And they went in there, they played a hell of a football game, and you left postseason thinking, all right, we've got something to build on going into the season. So to your point, it's different.
Yeah, they're different. They used to be, okay, this is the final game, a celebration with this team. Each team's going to, some are kickoffs for the next year, some are young guys getting an opportunity to go play for the first time that season. They're just different, but they are still exciting. They're still fun. They're still great experiences for these young men that get to travel to different locations around the country and experience things they've never experienced before.
All right, so 3rd and 7, Coastal Carolina, a big 3rd down, takes the timeout. They'll talk, we'll step aside.
The $7 Lux Cravings box has the Gordita Supreme? What is this, the 90s? This flashback is off the hook. The 90s Gordita Supreme is back in the $7 Lux Cravings box. Relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. Booyah!
Okay, everybody got their Dos Equis playbooks? Good. There's only one play.
Go for dose. That means when we get a chance to go big, we take it. Let's roll some tape. In a corner with the odds stacked against you, if you don't like the look of the defense, call an audible. Going for dose means trusting your gut when you make the tough calls. Because the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. That's how you...
Four iconic programs tip off the season with fresh faces and renewed hope.
At long last, the wait is over.
The State Farm Champions Classic, Kansas-Michigan State at 6:30, then Kentucky-Duke, Tuesday on ESPN.
Look, if asthma has you going through it, maybe there's more to it. Let's get to a key source of your asthma inflammation, eosinophils. Enter Nucala. It isn't your rescue treatment, and it's not a steroid. Nucala is an easy-to-use auto-injector you do just once a month on your time. Nucala targets and reduces eosinophils and helps your symptoms. Think less asthma-related hospital visits, less need for oral steroids, less asthma attacks. Nucala is a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop other medicines, including steroids, unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection, may cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. You are not your asthma. So let's get to it and get to the source with Nucala. Get the facts from your specialist and ask about Nucala.
With all the exciting fall season rolling along, the Sun Belt on ESPN Plus, your exclusive home for more than 1,400 games and events. It's also the destination for all Sun Belt championships. If you don't have ESPN Plus, go to Sunbelt Fan and your Sunbelt Fan. Go to ESPNplus.com to sign up for a limited time. New and returning ESPN Plus subscribers can get 12 months for the price of 9. Visit ESPNplus.com for more info and grift. Don't ever make me read a promo like that again with that dude on the screen because I couldn't concentrate. Oh, that's going to get blown up. Brendan Harrington. So now App State going to get the ball. Down 2 scores and a lot of football left to play as you start him seeing getting chippy down there on the field. Is a great stop by the Mountaineers. Sebafundi on the punt. There's Caden Robinson now deep to receive.
And a great stop by the App State defense. Give a couple first downs and almost, Tim Beck said, they got to be careful not getting too conservative right now at this point of the game because this App State offense is so explosive. I know they like to run the ball, but they have explosive players to get that ball down the field.
So Sebafundi puts it in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Appalachian State, they're still in this thing. Down 2 touchdowns. They moved the ball all night. 3 timeouts. See if the Mountaineers can close it to 1 when we return to Conway.
We're surprising Twisted Tea superfans with a Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol to kick off your game day. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
You know what's better than 1 Papa John's pizza? 2 Papa John's pizza for only $6.99 each.
Only at Papa John's, bundle 2 or more Papa Pairings menu items for $6.99 each. Get your favorites for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some Papa John's.
So it's going to come down to this. Can they do it?
Oh no, they missed it! Wait a minute! There's a flag on the play!
When you see what it's really like when our skin touches wool, you see why we need Downy Free and Gentle with no perfumes or dyes. It not only makes your clothes softer and is gentle on your skin, it breathes life into your laundry.
Where have you been?
North Pole.
Hey there, watch this.
Boom! Oh, oh, oh. what's in your wallet.
The day the Pope died, I should have come to you. How has this been kept a secret? I'm just trying to make sense of this.
He was always 8 moves ahead.
The Holy Father didn't trust anyone.
Conclave, rated PG, now playing only in theaters.
Future-proof your home and garden with AARP today. Harvest the rewards for years to come. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Subway launched new $6.99 meal deals with any 6-inch sub.
Wait, Subway did what?
Dad?
Yep. For a limited time, get any 6-inch sub, chip, and a drink, all for just $6.99.
ESPN Thursday Night College Football is presented by the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Please drink responsibly.
You know, you said something to me, Coach Mullen, earlier. Matt Berry, Harry Lyles, Dan Mullen with you. Thursday Night College Football. What a season it's been to this point. Sunbelt loves their football. Yeah. We've been to a number of in the student sections, whether they just randomly dress like pirates or they love their football.
They buy in. The students have shown up, had a great time tonight. Started early. They've been loud, raucous, and everywhere we've been in this league, the students have showed up to support their university.
Imagine the cotton candy on that guy's chin if Appalachian State gets back in this one. 31-17. Stay on the ground. Coastal was ready for it. Marshall brought down by Diggs. When does time become an issue?
Well, it is now, and you don't want to abandon the run. You just got to pick up the tempo a little bit because they've had a lot of success running the football tonight, and they've had a bunch of chunk plays running the football. So you still do not abandon it, but as you see, you get right back on the ball. You just have to pick up your tempo between the plays.
Low snap, and that was a disaster waiting to happen, and Aguilar just had to fall on it. Clev Lubin had an active night. That's a loss of 9, and now they're behind the chains on a 3rd and long.
Yeah, and Jack Holyfield, the center, moved in there, had a cast on his hand. He's had to learn to snap. Coach was talking about snapping with his left hand or snap with the cast. You see him with the right hand trying to snap the ball with a cast on his hand. That's the first bad snap we've seen all night.
So this is big for Coastal Carolina and App State at this stage of the game. Can they convert? Swing it out to Marshall. Got a long way to go, but a good job by the Chanticleers to corral him. That was McDoom. He's been all over the place, as has Gedeon. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 9, and you got to punt this away.
Well, and I think the 2-minute timeout, it looks like, no, they're going to change and go for it. I was saying the 2-minute timeout added to the game, adding an extra timeout changes your thought to try to punt here because a stop basically guarantees points.
So they ran the punt unit out, put them back off the field, and now really this is the game. Aguilar pulls it down. He's got the space on the right side, and he's going to get the first down. That was really good quarterback. It had the pump fake. Defense froze. He saw it and went.
Yeah, and he had to make that decision. He made it because he knew he had to get 10 yards. Gutsy call by Sean Clark, Frank Ponce's offensive staff to go for it in that situation and have the confidence in Aguilar to make the play to move the chains.
So a gutsy 4th down call. Aguilar swings it out to Marshall. Right there, what an open field tackle by Juan Powell. Aguilar has been active on the ground tonight. 74 yards. You take out you put in the sack yardage, 95 he'd have on the ground without the 21-yard loss. So quick shot outside. That was timing right there. That ball was out before Dalton Stroman came out of his break. That's going to be a 1st down.
And you see, even though running the ball, you see this is what makes this team dangerous. We know they want to be physical, run the ball. But in situations where they have to throw it, Aguilar has had a great career throwing the football. And see, a little gamemanship here. Great job by Coastal subbing to take time off the clock.
As is their right. You're right, probably for that reason. And again, Aguilar just going to quick game, and another catch by Stroman and another first down. This is a classic example of take what the defense gives you.
That's it. You just, because eventually what you're going to do, they're going to play soft. Their defense does not want to give up the big play. Make them earn it down the field. As you said, when does time become a factor? It is. Make them have to eat up as much time on this drive as possible.
A wise man once told me you can't go broke making a profit. That's what App State's doing right now. Third time in a row they've gone to that route. Third time in a row they've got good yardage. That was Bruce and Eubanks on it. Gain of 9.
Yep, move the ball down the field. And still, it's kind of this patience game by both sides. Really good job by Aguilar, taking what the defense has given him. Let's continue to move the ball down the field. And great job by Coastal. Keep everything in front of you and make them earn it and use clock.
So quick shot to Marshall. That'll be another first down. Appalachian State, 8, 9, 10 yards at a time. 3 first downs, move the change, converted on 4th. They're in business right now.
Yep.
It's good execution.
See the tempo getting up there. Remember the 2-minute timeout in college football this year? Snap it right now. If the official's not over the ball, they're going to get a penalty. Too many men on the field in a free play.
Yeah, that was chaotic.
And somebody open.
Yeah, he had wide open play. That was Xavier Short. There's about 13, 14 players on the field.
So I think they'll discuss this map. But what happened is, I think we'll let them call it, and I'll explain it to you.
Substitution infraction, defense, 12 men on the field, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So App State made a substitution.
Yep.
The official stood over the ball to give Coastal Carolina an opportunity to sub. They didn't immediately. So as the clock's going, he stepped off the ball. So watch, the official standing over the ball, steps off the ball. Once he does, now they can snap it, and they subbed late. They didn't sub in time to get going.
What's considered immediately? That's up for interpretation.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
It's about a second. I mean, and at this time of the game, they're going to be error on the offense a little bit more.
So Aguilar going to go to the end zone to Robinson. Incomplete, good coverage, overthrown. Fletcher there. I mean, can you see what I mean? That high angle, all 22 that we showed, it looked as if Coastal was on their way on, and maybe the official didn't see it.
Yeah, and the referee, and he'll hold his arms out, hold it, and then wave the guy off the ball. And you have that opportunity to sub, and if you don't, they wave off the ball to get going, and it is close.
Our 2nd and 5. Plenty of time for Aguilar. Now he brings in the pressure, and he's just going to throw it away. Hey, I want Matt Austin to weigh in with us really quick on the discussion of the substitution. Matt?
Yeah, the way the rule works is once the offense substitutes and the player is declared what position he's going to, then the referee will put his arms out in what we call the iron cross, and that opens up the window for the defense to start their substitution. They have to start their substitution within 3 seconds.
The ball did not get past the line of scrimmage.
All right, so you saw Tim Beck, Matt, thank you. Tim Beck was on the field screaming at the official, saying that was intentional grounding. There wasn't anyone near, and he was in the pocket. He got the flag.
It didn't look like Aguilar was able to get outside the pocket. He's still in the tackle box right there when he throws the football. He thought he might have, but didn't get outside the tackle box. And a huge penalty on intentional grounding. Now, 3rd down and long right now. You have 2 downs again, so you want to get part of it right here. You don't have to get all of it on this play, but you want to get at least half of it on this play if you can by App State.
And one of the big emphasis there, too, is he didn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and so Coastal Carolina gets the penalty, 3rd and 18. Oh, what a hit! That was Clev Lubin with the boom. And now 4th and forever.
And it was a 3-man rush that got him. They didn't bring pressure. It was just Clev Lubin on the up and under in a 3-man rush, one-on-one with the tackle. The tackle thought he was going to have help from the guard. And now it's 4th and Hail Mary time for Aguilar.
And that was Smack City And the ball game will come down to this. Aguilar pressured, goes down. Lubin. And it looks like Coastal's cruising to their third consecutive victory over Appalachian State. Cleb Lubin, when they needed him most, gets to Joey Aguilar. Coach, what a play for him.
Yeah, he does a great job on the up and under on a three-man rush, beating the tackle. On fourth down, he says, you're going to set you up underneath. I'm going to go speed rush around the outside and end this game. The sack leader makes the play.
Type 2 diabetes? Discover the Ozempic Trizone. Ozempic. I got the power of 3. I lowered my A1C, CV risk, and lost some weight.
In studies, the majority of people reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
I'm under 7.
Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as stroke, heart attack, or death in adults also with known heart disease.
I'm lowering my risk.
Adults lost up to 14 pounds.
I lost some weight.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Living with type 2 diabetes?
Ask about the power of 3 with Ozempic.
Man, that sandwich looks lonely, and that's sad. So let Jimmy John's fix that by adding free chips and a free drink. Turn an 8-inch sandwich or wrap into a combo for free after 2 p.m. Only at Jimmy John's.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
Did you ever worry we wouldn't get you to enjoy this?
Seriously, look at these guys. They're playing great. Meanwhile, I'm on the green, and all I can think about is all the green I'm spending on 3 kids in college. Not to mention the kitchen remodel. And we just remodeled the bathrooms last month.
With Empower, I get all my financial questions answered, so I don't have to worry.
So you're like a guru now.
Oh, here it
Join
comes.
18 million Americans and take control of your financial future with a real-time dashboard and real-live conversations.
Empower. What's next? Top 10 teams make their playoff push. First, the undefeated Hurricanes take on the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that's how I get
Then, unbeaten BYU faces their rival Utah. Saturday at noon and 10:15 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
NWSL quarterfinals on ABC and ESPN+.
All right, so 39 yards of lost yardage for App State on that last possession. The Coastal defense getting their offense the ball, 1st and 10, 3:21 left. You'd like to think a couple of first downs, and they'll snap that 3-game losing streak, and that's Washington on the option. Boy, was that run to perfection.
And I love them coming right back to what they've done well, the triple option. They motion a receiver back in to become the 3-back look on the triple option. Looks like a 2-back look. Brings Washington back into the backfield to create the 3-back look with motion. Get the big first down. Getting close to putting this game away.
174 yards on the ground tonight for the Chanticleers. Averaging just under 5 yards a rush. Oh, bang it right up the middle again. That was Simeon Price.
We'll see, and as we talked about earlier with the timeouts, Matt, of using them before or after, obviously you need to use them now before the 2-minute timeout on the field. Down 14, but any points here by Coastal puts them up 3 scores.
You know, you're talking about what a great day it was at Sports Center. If you haven't seen it, Coach Beck came out there, did an interview, and did the food segment with us from Lulu's. And they're known for their beer. Watch Coach Beck. I didn't partake, but Beck just kept going.
He
now
just
watch
goes.
this.
Watch this.
Chugs the whole beer. Crowd's chanting. Now watch this. Chugs the beer.
A man of the people.
Right in the, I mean,
the students were going absolutely crazy when he did that with us. I'm going to tell you what.
What a football guy.
You go with, hey, he's 2 minutes and 41 seconds from going to enjoy and probably chugging a couple more celebratory drinks tonight in a huge rivalry victory.
It was so good. So good. But you're right. You chug a beer, you can chug away your rival, and with 2 minutes 41 seconds left, up 14. So still, as you said, with the 2-minute timeout, 3 clock stoppages for Appalachian State. They'll go to right up the middle to Price, flag down.
Saw a helmet come flying off. Let's see if it was yanked off. One of the old linemen there on Coastal.
Personal foul, hands to the face, number 5 defense.
Yep.
That penalty's enforced half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Well, it's not just the yards, it's the automatic first down. Well,
yeah.
And you get to stay in the game even though your helmet came off because it got ripped off.
That was number 5, Michael Fletcher. App State's going to take their second timeout.
Appalachian State, their second of the half. Please reset the game clock to 2:31. 2:31. Thank you.
So now with the penalty, ball spotted at the 6-yard line. Look, this hasn't been the season either of these teams envisioned, especially with the way Coastal started 4-1. But again, there is such a difference between 5-4 and 4-5. I mean, 4-5 just doesn't look nice. 5-4, you're like, okay, here we go. 3 games left at Marshall, who's ahead of them in the standings. Georgia Southern's leading the Sun Belt East, and then Georgia State.
Yeah, an opportunity to go make a statement at the end of the year, 8-4. Not, again, as we talk about, you look and kind of you look back on the year and say, hey, we had a heck of a year, a couple of what-ifs here and there during the season.
Right.
But 8-4 in the Sun Belt. This is an extremely competitive conference, top to bottom. The margin between top and bottom teams in this league is very close. It's another successful season for Coach Beck.
Yeah, coming off a bowl. Sorry, I was distracted. Coming off a bowl win in his first season, they went to the Hawaii Bowl.
It means a lot. I know you played for Coach Beck.
Yeah, I did.
And you had some other of the high school teammates were here watching the game tonight.
Well, Spencer Brown and Brian Hanna made an appearance. Speaking of the Hawaii Bowl, that'd be a fun one to get in your inbox. Vasco rolling out to the end zone. Coastal 6. Jamison Tucker just put this sandcastle on top. Ball at the beach, going to get the win tonight.
Yeah, the play action pass. Tucker, their top receiver, hasn't had a huge night. You see him coming across the field. Great job on the play action. We like to say that's checkmate right there, Matt.
Big chest guy.
Yep.
Never played it. Coastal in the second half. Look, when you talk about a team coming out to finish in their 4 second-half possessions, 3 touchdowns and a punt.
Yeah, it's been great execution. The ability to run the ball sets this all up. You see Vasco, you see it really in his eyes right there. Looks outside, doesn't have it, comes back, knows that Tucker's coming across on the other side. Celebration down here, Conway, South Carolina. Student body's been into this all day. Been a fun day. Thursday night. University president was out today. I tried to get him with a win to cancel classes tomorrow.
He canceled them today. He did his job
today. So he's like, one's enough. We gave it to you for game day.
By the way, kids, you're welcome. Sports Center got your classes canceled. Now do Maddie and Mullen proud. Show up tomorrow. Although they're swag surfing right now, so I can't imagine that's going to end well. They were telling us about a local place I think it's called Tongies. Tongies are talking. They wanted us to show up, and I basically said, well, probably not.
Gray's kickoff.
I did get asked, Matt, earlier on that shot. I felt pretty confident I could have done it, that nobody was making the ball on the $10,000 throw on Sports Center into this little tiny window, that I had to go to Tonkies and pick up the tab tonight for the entire student body.
Tonkies, that's it.
Tonkies.
How did you know that?
I mean, you just said.
How did you know that?
I don't know. They were asking me to show up.
That rolled off the tongue pretty easily.
Pick up the tab for the students today if they made the throw.
You could have mortgaged your house that no one was going to hit that.
No one even touched the board.
School, had said, look, and if all five would have hit it, they were going to give out 50 grand. They were safe.
I could have taken. We could have taken a bag of balls with Evan Vasco and Joey Aguilar, and we still wouldn't. I think we'd still be pretty safe. And these two guys are good quarterbacks that can throw the football.
Best part about that is during the break, Mullen was really telling us like the odds of that happening. Great throw there by Aguilar, checking it down to Marshall.
You're going to get an extra 15 on the end of it as well.
Yeah, they're going to get the roughing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 99 defense. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the catch.
But Sawyer Gorham, well, it's at this point now, if you're back, you want your guys to get out of here cleanly. So that is the 2-minute timeout. They're going to add 15 yards on the personal foul. Right now, it is smooth surfing. Chanticleer's up big.
Red Bull gives you wings.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grilled difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5.
Black Friday savings are here.
So what are you working on?
We're keeping an eye out for Santa.
And an eye out for savings.
You can get a tool like this free
when you buy a battery kit from one of our top brands.
Can I get free delivery?
Sure can. Get Black Friday savings now at the Home Depot.
It's the most wonderful time with the kids jingle. Be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful.
Whether your phone's broken or old, we've got you. With Verizon, anyone can trade in any phone, any condition. And get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us for everyone in the family. Only on Verizon.
Hello?
Derek Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Home!
Okay, and this is auto again, right?
Auto!
Hey, this is my living room.
Home!
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Marines are made for this. Made for the calling only warriors can answer. Made from an unshakable belief in our nation and a strength that comes from the determination to win together. But you'll have to earn your place among us, because you don't join the Marines. you become one.
All right, I'm Scott Van Pelt. We're getting set for Sports Center. Full highlights and reaction from a wild game between the Bengals and the Ravens. Damian Woody in studio to break things down. We'll also go over some of the key matchups from the weekend in the National Football League. Have a lengthy list of winners. We are red hot, but not as hot as the action in Conway. It gets weird, boys. Get after it.
Oh, he knows. Scotty knows. He knows what the after parties are like here. We're gonna go full Conway. By the way, did the Ric Flair look like you just saw a minute ago?
Yeah.
Have you watched the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix?
I still have not seen it. I mean, I grew up a huge WW.
So did I. But I was
in the old days, WWE now.
I made the switch to WCW. When they started,
I was all in on both. I'd go back and forth. But WCW did take over for a little while there in that middle.
They won the Monday Night Wars for a while. I was a big NWO guy.
Then Stone Cold and The Rock kind of took it back, I think.
That's the other thing, too. When you look at the rosters.
Speaking of pounding beers against your head, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Look at see.
Look at my.
Look.
Woo!
Maybe that's not a costume. Maybe that's life.
That's just life here down in Conway. Down by Myrtle Beach right now. So getting ready to go out for the night.
Get ready. You know what that is? That's a warning sign to Tongies. This is coming soon. Next door to the hotel, Mullen. Come on. Live a little.
Yeah.
Aguilar over the middle. There's a shot to Caden Robinson, and he's going to get in for the touchdown.
Oh.
He's grabbing at his right knee.
Timeout.
And they're waving medics out there quickly. And now there's a fight in the end zone. One of the Coastal players took an App State towel.
Coaches did a good job getting it out there and trying to calm things down. But more importantly, Caden Robinson, let's hope he's okay. The top receiver in the Sun Belt Conference.
That's good. He popped up early. It didn't look good for a minute with the way the players were reacting, but he's up on his feet.
When he leads the conference in yards, receiving yards, you just see it. The leg kind of got caught on him on the plant. Didn't get twisted. It just got caught.
But it is good to see him get up. He's such a great player. Switched to the slot receiver position this year. That touchdown could have been big in the grand scheme of things. The extra point. A minute 40 left. So 38-24, 62 points. They're going to kick the onside kick.
We'll get an onside kick here to see if we're heading home or we're staying for a little more
Hanging
football.
Out a little longer. All right. Don't threaten me with a good time. You know, in all seriousness, so with App State and Sean Clark, it's been a trying season for them. We talked to him quite a bit. Second game that we've called, and that area, the area near Boone. I mean, it makes you realize that the role a head coach and a team can play in a community in a time of need. And they've done nothing but be exemplary students and citizens during a horrific time.
Well, they absolutely. And you know, with school being canceled, them having to fight through that. I'm not sure if they were going to have any more home games. So we know we were out there of how important home games are to that community as that community all comes together. They get back on the field after a long break after the Storm with a home game win 2 in a row. Just that uplifting spirit of your community coming together and the team going out and you win, and it feels like everybody in the community finally got a win going through such a hard time.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 0 for 2 on the season. Ooh, look at that kick.
Had some spin on it.
That looked like a putt. I don't think it took one
big left to right breaker there.
I don't think that took one bounce. Cameron Wright.
There was a chance for it, and Coastal's able to watch. They
look at this.
They have a shot at it right there.
Oh,
but there's so much spin on it. The
Dalton Stroman had a look at it.
Dalton Stroman he did, and just so much spin. It's hard to even for anybody to catch.
I think now
they can run out the clock now. They
can, but now you got to watch. It was chippy on the onsides as well, so that's the one you got to watch now. Is get out of here clean. There's one timeout left for App State. Run it up the middle. What a good cut there. What a run. Kristen Washington has been a great duo back tonight. That for 26. That puts him at 68 yards. What a game on the ground. 205 rushing yards for the Chanticleers. And that'll be the one that should do it, where they bang a knee and get out of here with a win.
That'll put a coach. They'll line up a little. The greatest formation in football, the victory formation.
So 3 consecutive wins for Coastal Carolina over App State. They got their first win ever in Boone a year ago. They went in there and got a win. They actually hung a picture in the facility of the App State fans, giving the international one-finger salute.
Telling me
you're
number
player.
1.
And they've just used this as motivation to get their season back on track. And Coach Beck and the Chanticleers are going to get that win tonight.
Yep, they're going to have to snap it one more time.
Short week. You can see the relief on his face. He's inherited the play calling duties. He had a short week. They lost to Troy. They've lost 3 in a row. But you get out of here with a win. You're feeling good about that long layoff you have now before the next game.
That's a huge win for this program, as we say. And here come the students to come join in and celebrate with their team in this huge rivalry win. It's a little bit of a drop. Let's hope we keep everybody healthy getting down here. But you know what? They came out to Sports Center early today, Matt. They've been here supporting this team. They enjoy to celebrate this huge rivalry victory, and hopefully for Coastal really kickstarts this final part of the season for them.
This was a big win for Coastal Carolina as they embark on their final games of the season. Our thank you to everyone here in Conway. From Sports Center to now, it has been a remarkable time here at Coastal Carolina. Mike Griffin directed it. Joe Tater produced it. For Harry Lyles and Dan Mullen, I'm Matt Berry. Coastal gets the win 38-24. Now to Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt.
Matt, appreciate you. Getting weird in Conway. It can't get weird if it's always weird. Am I right? Hi there. Welcome. This is Sports Center from the nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. An enormous game in the AFC North. Cincinnati and Baltimore kicking off Week 10. It's been insane. We'll hear from Lamar. We'll hear from Joe Burrow. Damian Woody here to break down Thursday Night Football and preview some of the key games across Sunday in the league. And what if I told you a fortune cookie could change the season? We have double-digit winners on the card. Does that interest anybody? We begin the show as we do every night. The best thing I saw today. A bunch of SEC teams are ranked. One of them's Florida. Ladies and gentlemen,